good to go.
So where we last left off, y'all guys killed a bunch of shit, and then there was a necromancer thingy, and there was a hell portal and some stuff, and that was it. The end. All right, see you next session, guys. All right,
Thanks.
welcome back. Where we last left off, you had been progressing through the lair of somebody, or something, maybe, and found yourselves facing several interesting obstacles. One of which being closing several portals to maybe not alternate planes of existence, but sinister realms, so to speak. And this led to you eventually having an encounter with a massive coral drake, which you defeated by freeing several water elementals, which in turn fought the drake for you, more or less. You have killed the drake and then entered into a room where it seems infused with life energy or elemental energy of some kind. And you all felt invigorated when you entered the room. In addition to that, there are several perhaps temporary labs set up across this room. Alchemical labs, several notes, bookcases, that kind of stuff. And I believe you guys were taking a rest in here, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh, you were reading the journals first and then taking a long rest.
Okay. So, looking around the room, trying to figure out what these journals are. Any of you that want to can roll me an investigation check.
Okay.
Sure.
Who's highest investigation?
Hang on, let me find my character sheet.
Anyone's allowed to roll.
Oh, anyone
Yeah.
is?
Yeah.
Well, anybody got proficient in investigation?
I do not.
I do not either.
I have a +3.
I don't think Xiao does either.
I'm not very good at looking for things.
You could give us guidance.
All right, I'll give you guidance. Listen, when you're looking for a book, the most important thing is to note the spine of the book. If it looks fancy, you should probably ignore it. If it looks old and tattered, it's probably got some important shit in there. And he casts guidance.
Solid advice, thank you.
I rolled an 11.
Alright.
Okay. Oh, God.
I'll roll the guidance, let's see.
16? 12. Rel.
That's a 19.
Oh, 19. Sorry. For some reason, I looked at the 11 and then looked at the +4 and went, wait, that still would only be 15. Look, sometimes math is hard, okay? You and Amalia, you look around the room, kind of searching through these books. Most of these are alchemical texts. Some of them are actually way above any of y'all's head. You look at them and you're just like, I don't know what it is. You just opened like some kind of AP Calculus student's notebook. Some of them are legends and myths. Some of them just seem to be strictly for entertainment. However, Rel, you eventually do come across one sitting next to a series of what are those things called? Oh, goodness gracious. There's beakers and then there's these things.
Bunsen burners?
No.
I don't know why I thought that. Don't mind me.
Oh, they're used for
Flasks?
No, not flasks. They're used for capturing like steam as it rises and stuff. I forgot what they're called.
Oh,
Anyways.
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, I forgot what they're called. But they're used for basically the same thing that like desalination does, and I forgot what that process is called now too. Derpa. Fucking chemistry was a long time ago, folks. But you find one of these, just a set of alchemical apparatus, and next to it is a book, and it details. Rel, this is a little over your head. It's kind of hard to understand. Some of it is particularly complex, and it deals with manipulation of the aether being woven into mundane materials and transmutation and other things. But you notice that it's got a theme running, and it seems to be... No, it's not a distilling flask. It seems to be a notebook of various methods on how to transmute objects without actually casting a spell. This does include things like stone, wood, and it even mentions flesh.
Oh.
Did you find something?
I'm not sure. This seems...
What happened to the music?
I switched it because it wasn't appropriate.
I thought it was appropriate.
Eh. Continue.
I'm not 100% sure, but this is, I think, the research room that somebody did on how to make the stone men. There's notes in here about turning flesh into stone.
It's not necessarily just flesh into stone, it's flesh into many things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that's the one that
Yeah.
jumps out. There's more in here, but that really stands out to me.
Well, if that's the case, maybe you actually goes over to her and lowers her voice to maybe something to do with the egg as well. Maybe?
No. Well, maybe. Did you find anything about... Oh, God, what's it called? Let me open my notebook. Hold on. I have it written. Did you find anything mentioning altar?
All the books that I've looked at are just alchemical stuff that's way past, my particular sets of skills.
That's fine. Was altar... This is very important, though. Was altar mentioned at all in any of them?
Was there?
You didn't see the word altar in anything.
No. But,
Okay, then I think this might be unrelated.
okay.
Because that piece of weird glass that we found, that was a piece of altar. Altar's kind of like this mysterious... I don't know much about it, but it's this...
Yeah,
And I don't think many people know much about it. It's this type of magical essence that normal aether... Hold on, actually, let me read my notes right here. It's more or less a theoretical second state of magic, and it runs kind of parallel to aether, or ether. Sorry.
But
Aether.
what
Is it
if
aether?
they
Okay.
found out how to do something similar with it, with that?
I've no doubt that they did. As this... So there's a couple things. One, they could have been trying to experiment. Two, this is natural for this thing. Or three, something down here happened while this was here that caused caused Alta to become infused with it.
Quite possible.
So
Do any of the journals have a date?
Some of the notes do have a date. You kind of flip through a few of them, and we'll just use Rel's investigation check here. The earliest date that you find was about 68 years ago.
Oh.
The latest, the most recent date that you find is about 5 days ago.
Oh.
Apparently this person's been doing it for as long as I've been alive. A little bit.
How long ago? Sorry, continue.
Just a little bit, just 1 year before I was born, actually. Or made, whatever you want to call it. 5 days? Shit.
How long ago did we kill the bronze one?
Roughly 3 days ago, I believe. As you traveled,
Entry and...
would have been a little bit longer than that, probably closer to 4, almost 5 days.
You think this was maybe the Bronze One's lab? They did say she experimented on people.
It's possible, but wouldn't she have stayed closer to the mechanism she was trying to work?
I mean, look at this room. This is the perfect place, too, if you're going to do intensive research to do it. It just gives off this invigorating, energetic vibe.
You can all roll an Arcana check if you'd like.
Sure. Can I ask for guidance?
No, this is more to tell if you notice something. This is basically
Okay.
like, yeah, this
you.
isn't really specifically an active check necessarily.
Oh, ignore the...
Oh, got you. I ignore stuff when it's appropriate. I got 17, 16, 21. All of you kind of get the same vibe going on. You're pretty sure this room is suffused with what might be like an overflowing essence of aether. You're almost certain of it. There's so much aether in this room, it's actually visible in some places. And that might be what's causing you to feel so much better, because aether is life energy. Like, aether is what causes life. And it's also possibly why you got your spell slots back.
Is it natural occurring, or was it made like this?
With a 21, you can't be sure. Naturally occurring aether like this does exist. It's been documented before. It's just rare.
So you said the pretty glows everywhere, right?
Yeah, there's every now and then you'll just glimpse like literally a rainbow just form in the air and disappear.
Okay, I'm going to actually try and sketch the room.
Performance check.
Performance check. Got it.
Yep.
Damn, I would love to live in a room like this.
It's really difficult to get a good grasp on this. This is pretty intense stuff. It's quite pretty. Also, yeah, a lab that reinvigorates you constantly, and you just feel good and energetic all the time while you're in it, and it's pretty to boot. Like, come on.
I also want to go get a sketch of that reef drake. What's it?
Sure. Roll me. This one's more of a dex check. You're not really trying to capture personality so much as just get an actual sketch.
Nope.
No.
What up the rolls? I had good rolls the other day, and then
it's the room. You've never really felt like this before. It's like an elation, like a mild high, really.
This room is throwing me off. I fucking hate it.
What? But it's so pretty.
Out of character. Sorry.
I don't ever want to leave.
Out of character. Does this remove exhaustion, this room?
No, not quite.
How do I get a +0?
It also doesn't remove injuries either.
Okay.
Yeah.
You probably have a +0 from, like... It's probably taking into account Jack of all trades. And since you don't have it, it's giving you a +0.
I don't have Jack of all trades.
That's the point.
Yeah.
Oh.
But it's taking it into account anyway.
You have a total of +5, which is what you should have to begin with.
I'm proficient in this, so it shouldn't bother with Jack of all trades?
What's your dex modifier?
My dex modifier is fucking
2?
open. 2?
Should be 2.
Yeah. This is perfectly fine. You have a 2 + 3, with a total of +5.
Okay.
Yeah. And when Jack of all trades is on, it goes in that middle one. It goes before your...
That makes no sense since I'm proficient in it anyway.
Anyways, move on.
Ooh.
It's what it should be.
So are we sitting here for a while?
I'm sleepy, or, well.
Okay.
I'm not very. This burn needs to go away.
That's fine. No, that makes perfect sense.
Yes, hello?
Let me get his...
Sorry, I was distracted by the pretty colors. Oh my goodness.
That's fine. Okay, doesn't... can you, perhaps get the ability to cast Sending, after we rest for a bit?
I could do this, yeah.
Okay, because we
I'll
need
have
to
to
send...
concentrate on it for a moment, but I could potentially obtain that spell.
Perfect. We need to send a sending to the encampment because I get this feeling that the army is headed there.
Army
Which
for what?
army?
The army that marched past us.
Okay, yeah.
I
We
totally
also
forgot
need
about
to mention Akira about the runes for the this amulet for the mad portal.
Yes, so we'll have to send 2 sendings.
Can we send a sending of something that we don't know what this is?
You could
Can
copy
we?
it down with a...
Couldn't you
written-
write it and then ask him to respond verbally?
How do I write and send?
It says in the spell that you can do it, I think.
Can you send a written letter?
Yeah, I think so. Let's see.
It does not.
Oh, okay. I guess that was something...
That was something that we allowed in Ashwinter for a short period of
Okay.
time before I said no more of that. That's getting ridiculous.
Okay.
Yeah.
Alright. Never mind then.
Well, we can't leave it open.
So then I can't even send a sending to Rue with Lily. God damn it.
Wait, why?
Because she can't reply because she's mute.
So. Here's the message in its mind. Answer you in a like manner immediately. Spelling which is intelligent. Yeah, sucks. If you notice, she never had any spells that required a verbal component.
I know she didn't.
The only ones she ever had were ones that she could cast with a flute in her hands, because you can replace the verbal component with music with bards.
Yep. Yes, sir. Anyway.
Anyways,
Okay. How long has it been since our last long rest?
Oh no.
you took one in the circle
Yeah.
room, didn't you?
Yeah, it wasn't that long, I don't think.
Been like 2 hours, if that.
Okay.
Yeah, you guys stormed through this little place.
Yeah. So I'm alright with taking a long rest right now. I'm not going to take one personally. I'm going to look through the books.
Okay, try to find
Okay.
out more information.
Yeah.
Okay.
I know you wants to get rid of her burn. We need Xiao to get sending.
I'll probably take a short rest, but
You did get all your spell slots back and stuff, so you
I
should be
got.
fully healed.
I mean, I am, yes, but I don't have Hexblade's Curse, and I
Oh, okay.
also don't believe I have my Refined Platinum right now.
Okay, so Amalia taking a short rest, you and Xiao wanting a long rest. Is that what we're doing here?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So this will count as a short rest for Amalia and Rel, because Rel, if you're doing 8 hours of relatively light activity, I feel like that's at least a short rest.
Okay.
However, since we have to go by the longest amount of time, I am going to ask for 2 encounter die.
Okay. 6.
Okay, somebody else give me one.
I
I'll
can
do
do
it.
it here.
Oh, okay. You do it.
Okay, cool. So your rest goes unabated. Rel, roll me an investigation check with advantage.
You is kind of just staying awake, kind of watching.
You
him,
gain a +10 to your investigation check because you are taking 8 hours searching.
Okay. And specifically, outside of just interesting things, I'm also specifically looking for any mention of altar.
Gotcha.
Okay, I guess that's
so
a 20.
20. Searching the room, the book that you have doesn't necessarily mention altar, although it might allude to it a handful of times. You kind of read through that book first. It's a pretty lengthy one. You pick up another older set of notes, much older. This one does actually mention altar and the applications of altar to the Aether in order to modify the Aether to essentially prevent the need to cast for components when you cast spells altogether. It talks about the creation of magic items that could remove the verbal component requirement of spells. It talks about the creation of magic items that can cast spells with no components whatsoever, specific ones anyways. It talks about weaving altar into aether, although this is all theoretical. This is all absolutely insane as well. These are the scribblings, you notice, of a crazy person. There's really no other way to say it. Whoever wrote these notes is very clearly has some kind of like mild case of dementia potentially, or something along those lines. Memory deterioration. You notice in the margins of notes they have written notes to their future self to remember to check back into this and stuff like that. And while that's normal, they do it so often it starts to become this kind of pattern where they almost write down notes for their future self for every single day. The applications that you see of altar within all of the notes that you search in the room essentially boil down to removing the components from spells and modifying raw aether in order to cast spells, but from a non-spellcaster, in order to give somebody that doesn't have any magical potential whatsoever an instant magical potential. And then finally, you note that there is a few pages of notes on the applications of the potential applications of altar to aether on delaying death. Not necessarily making oneself immortal or even oneself undead, but delaying death by multiple factors, going from living an average of 80 years to perhaps 800 or even 8,000 years.
Hang on.
But this is all very clearly theoretical, and some of it just with your base knowledge of Arcana, you just kind of like raise your eyebrow. You're like, I don't think that's how it works. But it's mostly just scribblings. Anything else interesting that you find? You see the words "the shadow" mentioned quite a few times. And it seems that whoever wrote these notes, which you quickly find out is a person named Balak Absul.
Can you spell that for me?
Yep.
Please do.
Balak Absul is their name. And they are a servant of something called the Shadow.
Actually, we knew his name from last time because you said Balak Absul date 383.
Yeah.
Right.
So
Okay. So
Yeah, and the skeleton mentioned his name at Sewell as well.
Adsul, yes.
Yep.
The skeleton did say Adsul will commune your flesh to stone. But this person seems to serve this shadow entity, whatever it might be. Almost reveres them in a way, kind of this mode of dedication you don't see in many people. They don't mention them often, but when they do, it's in a tone of reverence. And that's about all you get.
Okay, so this, the third thing about Aether, what was that? Is, let me figure.
What do you have so far?
Expending the time of their lifespan, I believe.
That one. That was it. Thank you.
Yep. Potentially increasing their longevity, not necessarily making themselves immortal or undead. It's not quite lichdom. It's giving yourself more time.
Increasing an individual's lifespan, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Drastically in some cases, although it is all very theoretical. And there's some mad scribblings about the potential for altar to end the universe or cure all diseases or etc. etc. But they're mostly just like wild, like off the cuff speculation stuff.
Okay.
Like those scribblings are the equivalent of that one conversation me and you had a long time ago where we were like, dude, shadows.
Shadows?
Yeah. That's those scribblings.
Oh. God. All right. So okay. So I want to take that, and I want to take some of the more advanced alchemical books.
Okay, there's several. There is a manual of alchemy here. And with a 20, I would say, well, you actually had like a 22 or something earlier. With a decent investigation check, it's easy enough to find it. This manual of alchemy halves the time that you need to become proficient in alchemist tools.
Perfect. I will take that too.
So, it also might be worth something, but you never know.
I'm actually going to use that.
Okay, that's fine.
'Cause,
I mean, it's not magical, so you could use it and then just sell it.
yeah.
You can use it. You can pass it around, sell it. It just halves the time it takes you to become proficient in alchemy tools. It's basically a really good textbook.
Yeah.
You
Okay.
guys probably would have noticed Yu isn't actually sleeping, but she, if you need a price, she can give it to you.
At some point.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not too
Not
worried about it
yet.
right now. Yeah, I want to use it. I've been looking at something to spend my downtime days on. So
There you go.
Well, congratulations.
You guys could even pass it around if you wanted to, although that might take you a while to finish it all.
okay.
Oh, I'm gonna grab a
So-
coat. Hold on.
Okay.
Oh god, I'm fat. Oh god. Oh. Okay. All right. So, you and Amalia, during this long rest, you're not necessarily sleeping. Amalia, you're taking a short rest.
Yeah.
What are you doing once your short rest is over?
That's a good question.
Because you would have about 6 hours.
Normally I would say I would cook a meal, but that would be mean with Xiao and you sleeping.
I mean, you could cook it outside.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
could
but
cook
then
some Drake.
It's not mean because it would wake them up. It's mean because I'm cooking food for 2 people while the other 2 sleep.
Fair.
I could technically eat, still.
Your face can technically eat.
That, yeah.
This is
And I
true.
don't. Do they have to be sleeping?
You do have to get up to 6 hours of sleep, but for 2 hours of the long rest, you don't have to.
Okay. So I mean, theoretically, you could still do that.
Yeah,
So I could wake them up near the end of it and be like, here, have some food.
yeah. As long as they don't do anything more than light activity for those 2 hours, they're fine.
Well, I mean, you doesn't have to sleep. She does have to rest, so
You do
she's-
have to rest doing almost nothing,
Which
like,
she
lower
is.
than-
She's just
lower
watching.
than light activity. Yes, I understand. So, all right, yeah. If you want to cook a meal, go ahead and roll me a check for that.
You could totally use the burners that are here too. if it's that advanced.
It's not.
What would,
Yeah.
what would the check for that be?
Do you have cook's supplies?
I do have cooking supplies, but I don't have the proficiency yet.
Okay, you're not proficient in them yet. In this case, this is going to be a wisdom check. Pretty similar to like herb lore and stuff. You kind of have to have a general sense of how things are cooked.
Okay.
Apparatus?
Oh no.
Oh no.
I'm gonna
So-
kill us all.
So, what kind of meat was this specifically?
This was the... I think she took the other meat?
Um,
Yeah, so this is the bullet meat.
This is bullet meat. Okay, cool. So bullet meat, while can be tasty if done correctly, and you've cooked it correctly before, this turns out a little bit less like a warm, melty kind of like deer or moose, and more like a well, it's a little bit more like chicken that's been left in the oven for a little bit too long and kind of broiled in its own juices, but it's not really like it's burnt. It's kind of like that. It's not the best meal you've ever had.
Well, I mean, I tried.
And that's what's important. Trying.
I think so.
You can't improve if you don't make mistakes, Amalia.
what the hell is that smell?
It's food.
Hmm.
I'm working on it, okay? It's not gonna kill you if that's any consolation.
I'm sure I could eat just about anything. Ugh. Didn't you already have some bullet meat that was already pre-cooked?
No, I've cooked some before and eaten it.
Ah. I wonder if the coral drake would be worth eating. You think?
I can't remember if we got meat
It
from
might.
that.
It might taste like snake.
I've never had snake before.
Well, you do have that meat from the cave crawlers, but
Oh, yeah.
that tastes like lobster.
Isn't lobster supposed to be like fancy people meat?
Fun fact: in medieval times, lobster was looked down upon as peasant food.
Oh.
This has been Fun Facts with Rin.
Mm-hmm. It was.
And now it's supposedly a delicacy.
Oh, I love lobster. I would have loved to. I would have loved to have been the peasant to get lobster every day.
I'm
Fuck yeah.
sure
Right?
everybody would cry that it's here and want it because holy shit, we barely have anything to eat, and they'll praise it.
That's true. I
And-
never even thought to
and-
offer any of the meat that I had to the chefs there.
And they'll pay a pretty penny for it. We should try that.
But
So we are exploiting starving people.
And I'm the evil one.
we're
We should learn
probably
how
not-
to cook.
I'm working on it. I know it's not even close to
Think of
what you
it
might
as a
normally
fee.
have.
Think of it as a fee for us going out and killing the creature and bringing back the food, which is part of our job and what we're getting paid for. It's true, and you know it.
Capitalism is weird.
So I'm not saying we charge them to death. I'm just saying.
I mean, if we charge them to death, then we can just take the food back and the money. Or wait, no, we'd be getting the money, so just take the food back. Yeah,
Secular profit. I like it.
Yeah, just a little bit of money. Not much, not enough to choke what economy is down here. Would be the best way to
Okay.
put it.
there's an economy down here.
Very little, but yeah, there is one.
This one's starting to bud just a little bit.
It's
People are trading in weird things now.
yeah, they trade items. Like I had to trade a stone for my armor. And gloves. No, wait. Yeah, no, that was just my armor. And then some people still have enough money on them, like the merchants that have been down here, to pay people. So,
Hey,
if,
Xiao.
Yes. Hello.
Continue, Eve.
oh, I was just stating that, so if you got something that someone might want, you could offer to trade for something. Kind of like what I did for that, pearl. Though the guy just got really shit-faced drunk and then cried all night.
Yeah, I still don't believe you.
It's what happened. It happens a lot more than you think it does.
Xiao, can I ask you to do me a favor?
I can potentially do you a favor. Yes.
Would you be willing to carry the Tenten bedroll? Or my tent in my bedroll?
Oh, sure. Yes. No problem. Just throw that right in my pack.
Thank you. I'm gonna do that. So I'm gonna move that over to his stuff.
Okay.
I feel like he's being sarcastic, but
Perhaps.
Rel's lost in thought.
She's just gonna do it anyways.
I'm literally
I
lost in thought
feel-
right now.
And I feel like Xiao could have said no, and you would have been like, "All right," and started putting it in the backpack.
Not have that much cognizance. I just don't have enough insight
Um,
currently to be like, oh yeah, he's joking.
should we breaks down some of the tables for the wood before we leave.
I don't think we're that desperate, are we?
Well, we ain't got nothing to start a fire with.
This is true.
We have magic.
And I don't think we want to burn the notes that are here.
Is there some alchemist tools that I can bring with me?
Yeah, there's definitely a set of alchemist tools in here. I would say there's probably about 2 sets total that you can scrounge up.
Cool. I'm gonna take one.
Okay. Alembic. That's the word I was looking for. Wow, that was weird. That just kind of popped in my head.
Don't you just love when that happens?
I hate it when that happens.
I was looking for the word alembic. It is a distilling apparatus.
Okay.
I hate
Oh,
it
my
when that
brain.
happens.
I love it when it happens. I'm like, finally, thank you.
Right? It's just gnawing at you. Would collecting those journals, going through them and whatnot, have taken the full 8 hours?
Yeah, pretty much. There's a lot of information to sift through there, and you essentially just read like 2 full books in that time.
Yeah.
So
Okay. That's fair. Are there any other advanced books that I can tell at a glance?
no.
Okay.
Everything
We're
else in here either seems theoretical, kind of like pointless, or I have to refresh Roll20, or entertainment based.
Okay. Just to be thorough, because I don't want to have to come back here, can I grab the rest of the books?
There's no way you can grab all the books in here now.
What about
You
if
guys
I...
can-
Sorry, continue.
You guys couldn't carry them all between you. Your investigation check represents the best efforts for you to gather basically everything of note. If you want to grab some more random books, you go right ahead, but I'm going to tell you now they're not going to be worth anything.
Okay.
So you spent over half the time looking through all these books, so that's about the best you can get.
Okay.
I'll say from here, you guys finish your long rest. Go ahead and finish preparing Xiao spells.
Oh, yep.
You wants to go over here and check the temperature of the water.
You dip your hand into the water, and it's pretty cold. It's not freezing cold, but it's pretty cold.
Anyone want a bath?
How cold is it?
It's cold, but not freezing cold.
Oddly enough, that sounds nice.
I like cold showers sometimes.
However, if I remember correctly, there was piranha-looking things in there earlier.
We don't know where this leads. It could lead to the Drake thingy's lair, for all we know. And I think as long as you stay close to the edge, you should be fine.
Is it what?
No, never mind.
Okay.
Thought my internet cut out again. I'm like, are you kidding me?
Not
Why
like
does
this.
it do this every Monday?
God damn it.
Not the time to do this, computer!
God
Internet.
damn it, Bobby.
That works.
Okay. You should have saw that
You guys closed this portal, right? Yeah, you did. Okay.
Yeah, we
cool.
did.
Good to know.
The reason why I asked is because that would be done and like the water would have turned back to normal, which I imagine it would have been something freezing.
Yeah, the water was intensely cold, to your knowledge, but it's back to cave water temperatures, which is still fucking cold.
But
Just
refreshing.
not like instantly give you hypothermia cold. We're not diving into this is not equivalent to taking a dive in like the Arctic Sea.
Ooh.
Yeah.
You ain't in Alaska anymore.
Is there still fish in there?
Occasionally you see one flit by. They're not common, but there are some fish in there.
I could throw a rod in there and see what I can catch.
Well, I just remember the Drake kind of spat water at us, and there was a lot of bad fish in it.
I don't know. What did we roll on the drake? Would we know that's part of it, or like parasites in it?
You can roll a nature check. Anyone who would like to can roll me a nature check. Thank you.
Seriously, what the fuck?
Damn, Heather, your rolls have sucked this so far. Like, oof.
Remind me never to stealth anywhere today. Just not to.
All right. So Rel and Amalia, you both kind of have a general idea here. Xiao does not quite. They're small tadpole-like creatures, and there's still plenty of them left on land, because it did spew just a ton of them at you. They're small tadpole-like creatures. They don't really have fins or anything. They look kind of like small eels, maybe. But upon inspection, you notice they have growths very similar to the coral drakes. They might be baby coral drakes.
Aw, we killed its mother.
I don't feel bad.
There are hundreds of them. Like, literally, probably 600 to 700 just laying on the ground here.
Well...
I had a character question real quick.
Yeah, go for it. Go for it.
If I spend a spell slot in this room, do I get it back?
No.
Okay.
I'll let you know that right now. It is essentially a once per day kind of thing.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Sorry. Continue.
I'm
Go
for
for it.
taking a bath. I mean, scrubbing my armor and stuff wouldn't be a half bad idea.
Molly kind of turns around and looks back at the room. What about Xiao?
Hey, Xiao, don't look.
All right. Like, turns around and puts his nose in the corner.
There you go.
Puts his nose in the corner. Now I just feel bad.
Hey, Xiao, could you help me while they're doing that? Look for
Yes.
some alchemical ingredients?
Alrighty, let's go. Let's look for alchemical ingredients. Maybe some ones that get us really high, huh?
We'll get what?
Get us really high, huh?
Oh.
Oh my god.
Wait, are we talking about those kind of alchemical ingredients, or are
No.
you like talking about making magic puff poop you?
Magic potions and stuff.
No, that's not what I was talking about. All
I
right, let's
mean-
look around.
If we find some and you want some for that, sure.
Perfect. Yeah. All right. You guys can roll me an investigation check. You can roll yours with advantage, and you can have a guidance because Xiao's
Okay.
helping you.
Cool.
Are you guys going in the water?
Yeah.
Stay near
Okay.
the edge.
You're just standing near the edge.
Yep.
It's really cold, but after you get used to it, it's really not that different from going into like a cold lake on like a fall day or something. So,
Wonder
what
if
was your
there's
check? 22? 21.
21.
Yeah.
You do find some various alchemical ingredients. The DM will let you know which kinds because they didn't think to put what kinds here. So, one second. Modular magic, stronghold merchants, monster module, exotic weapon, artifacts of shard and shadow, monster day, beautiful parts. Oh, goodness gracious. Simple alchemy. Here we go. I go find my alchemy notes. You find with a 21, that's actually a pretty good roll here. So, you know, with alchemy, there are, most alchemy focuses on essences, and there are 4 primary essences that can be extracted from herbs, fungi, animal parts, etc. And they are based on the 4 elements: earth, water, air, and fire. There's also 2 rare ingredients that might harbor some particular form of energy, either positive or negative energy, which can usually be used to enhance a creation. So, for instance, if you mix certain fire essences together, you might get alchemist's fire. If you mix certain air essences together, you might get a miniature grenade that does lightning damage on hit. If you mix certain earth essences together, you might get one that releases slippery oil or something like that. So there's a lot of different alchemical effects that you can create with these essences. And with a 21, you get... Here, hold on. They actually have names. Cool. So you get a couple of common ingredients and a couple of special ingredients. Go ahead and roll me 2d12. I'm sorry, 4d12 and 2d8.
2d8.
Yep. Oh shit! You rolled 2 12s. Go ahead and roll me another 2d8.
Okay.
Nice. All right. So you get a 10 and an 8, which is...
Is it 12's like a crit and you find extra herbs?
Yes.
Ooh, neat.
You find a void root. You find some 2 lightning bug thorax. Okay, those are the common ingredients that you find, and then you actually find a small jar, and as you kind of open it up and you sniff inside, you realize what some of it is. And they're all particularly rare ingredients. You get 1 blue toad shade. You get a hydra thistle. I'm writing all this down for you too.
Yep.
I'm gonna let you keep track of that, unless you were gonna hand it over to you. So.
Nope.
Okay.
I can keep track. That's fine.
All right.
Oh, you actually get 2 blue toad shade. Okay, and then you get a multiplier based on... Roll me a d20, please. Okay, cool. 1 hydra thistle, and then you get a rackwort bulb.
Why does lightning bug thorax remind me of a lightning bug on Monster Hunter?
Probably because that's what it's based off of.
Oh, okay then.
And then this will take you several minutes to like really sort through them all as well.
Mm-hmm.
But they're doing stuff in the water, so
Yeah.
And then this was a freebie. Usually this takes a DC 20 intelligence check to identify, but since this is the first time we're introducing the alchemy stuff, figured we'll throw this out there.
Oh god, what have I done? Oh, I put it full screen. Okay.
And for reference, if anyone wants access to this, this has been in my hidden homebrew folder for a very long time. I'll put it in the What Lies Below chat right now. This is the alchemy rules that we'll be using for the most part. They're modified slightly by me.
I will open that later.
Sure.
Not now.
What does the water X2 mean?
It means it's water plus water. Rare
okay.
ingredients contain 2 essences within them. So
He's giving you like an earth plus water, but it's a water plus a water.
Yeah.
Yep.
How much do these weigh?
I'm not gonna worry about weight of alchemical ingredients unless they're like really big or something. These are all very tiny. So
I imagine you have a component pouch. You can use that logic.
Essentially, yeah, we're looking at component pouch type of hand waving.
Okay, then I'm not gonna put this in my inventory. I'm gonna instead put this in my treasure tab.
Yeah, that might be worth.
Well, either that or ask Ren to give us a component pouch.
I mean, you can create one on your sheet.
Thingy, yeah.
Yeah.
You can just create one on your sheet and then drop the eye down, and it'll give you a thing to put like text and stuff in. Amalia and you guys are just kind of sitting in the water. You don't go too far in, and you notice there are several fish in here. Once you start to get out into the water, some of them kind of start to check you out, and then once they realize how big you are, they're like, nope, fuck that shit, and a lot of them have begun avoiding you entirely. The water's cold, but not unbearably so. It's just pretty nippy. extremities might be going numb after a while.
No.
As they do. I don't know if you've ever swam in the winter. Well, Kayla, you live out in Canada, so I think swimming in the winter might be suicide. I don't know.
It doesn't feel like suicide.
Okay. Well,
Sorry.
Go ahead.
I've swam in glacier water before.
Okay. All right. So this is about like that, actually. It's pretty similar. Cave water is technically sub-freezing temperatures, but because of pressure and humidity, it actually doesn't freeze. So.
Okay.
Yep. Air pressure is a weird thing.
That's not too bad, but I'm Canadian, so my opinion might not.
Yeah, I lived in Arkansas. It was 115 degrees last summer, so
Oh.
Yeah.
our coldest day rather in winter was 14 degrees Fahrenheit.
Yeah.
That was our coldest day.
It's 14.
Was 14. Yes.
14. Oh wow, that's cute.
Yep.
Yeah, it stays pretty warm / cold.
And then you said 150. Whoa.
Yep.
Yeah, it's hot.
It's pretty
You
bad.
guys can have that.
Not as bad as Florida's. Florida
Well,
barely
let me
gets
put
any
it-
cold weather.
Let me put it this way: some people's tires melted to the sidewalk.
Also, Texas. Texas.
Yeah,
is
around the highest I've experienced so far is 95.
Oh, that's like an average summer day for Arkansas.
just don't go to Texas.
I
Texas
mean,
is
Arkansas.
worse.
No, it's really not. I've been to Texas in the middle of summer. I've lived in Texas in the middle of summer. Arkansas is straight up worse than Texas. I will tell you that right now. Because Texas is a dry heat. Their humidity is low as fuck. It's like 40% or lower. Arkansas humidity is almost always 90% plus.
Question.
Anyways, go ahead.
I'm curious if I can do this. Can I use my Weaver's tools to pin some spell scrolls inside my sleeves?
For what specifically? What's the purpose?
So like if I pin it inside my sleeve, right, like around my forearm, I
Mm-hmm.
can lift my forearm up so that I'm touching it, or does my hand actually have to be touching it?
I would say your hand has to be touching the spell scroll to cast it.
Okay. So then could I
Yeah.
put it? Could I still sew it to pin it to my sleeve?
If you're trying to
So
get
I
them to
can use-
not cost an object interaction, it's not gonna happen. They cost
No,
an
no, no.
object.
No, that's fine.
Okay.
I
Just easy
I
to
want it to be
touch.
more subtle, like so that I only have to reach my fingers up into my sleeve, right?
Okay.
So that I don't have to reach into my bag to do it.
Okay. I see what you're doing. I see. So that you could like potentially subtle spell some scrolls.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, I would say that's a check that you could make. That will take you a significant amount of time.
Would you need anything from tools, thieves' tools?
Weaver's
I have
tools.
Weaver's tools.
Oh,
Weaver's
I have
tools
Weaver's tools.
do they have thread?
better hope so.
Another question. Where are my Weaver's tools? So right here. It contains special tools, includes the items needed to pursue a craft or trade proficiency. It doesn't say.
Really?
Yeah, it doesn't say.
I would
All
think.
right.
I would
it
imagine
was.
so.
Well, it depends on what kind of weaving we're doing here, because weaving is not the same thing as like sewing. Those are two very different things.
Yeah.
Let me consult them old guides here, because I like having the knowledge. All right, it's Weaver's tools, right?
Mm-hmm.
Interesting. Item Weaver's tools. Components include thread, needles, scraps of cloth. Know how to work a loom, but such equipment is too large to transport. Interesting. Okay. Proficiency in Weaver's tools also grants you a minor bonus to Arcana and History if you are examining cloth objects such as cloak and robes.
Interesting.
Neat. Repair as part of a short rest. You can repair a single damaged cloth object. In investigation, you can, using your knowledge of the process of creating cloth objects, you can spot clues and make deductions that you would otherwise overlook when you examine tapestries, upholstery, clothing, etc. Craft clothing. Assuming you have access to sufficient cloth and thread, you can create an outfit for a creature as part of a long rest. Activity, repurpose cloth, mend a hole, tailor an outfit. I'm going to set this at the DC for tailoring an outfit. Roll me a Weaver's Tools check.
He was
Let's
also
see.
washing in.
What attribute is that?
Oh,
What is that attribute?
I would say that is probably a dexterity check.
Okay.
Just being someone that's
Nice.
embroidered before, I feel like the steadiness of your hand, and
That's what I need.
I feel like that matters a lot more than raw theory in most cases. 21 though, yeah, you definitely. I would say you can get up to. I would say you can get up to half that number of spell scrolls, so up to 10 spell scrolls sewn into various places that you could reach with your hands, where they're in a slightly more covert spot. This doesn't necessarily mean you can definitely cast them through stealth all the time, but it means that it's probably going to be a lot easier to subtle spell them.
Yeah, I only wanted 2. I wanted 1 in each, like right up
Gotcha.
against the wrist of my clothing.
You can do up to 10 in this instance, but this is going to take you about an hour to finish off if you want to do that.
Yeah.
So
I would like to take the time to do it.
Okay.
If that's all right with everyone else.
That's fine.
Okay.
Okay.
We're totally not splashing around in the water.
You guys are just splashing around in the water. We're having a beach episode.
Yeah. I figured it would be a good idea to take a bath. I mean,
It's a cave episode. Yeah, I don't think anyone's taken a bath in like 6 years, so it might be a good. Anyway,
We haven't even been down here that long.
right.
Just so you know, I'm doing a spell scroll detect magic and a spell scroll detect thoughts.
Okay, cool, perfect. Gotcha. Listen, this is why you gotta go. This is why you gotta go Sorlock, friend. You get Eldritch Sight, and you just subtle spell detect magic constantly. It's the good shit. Anyways, you finish your time here. It is an hour to do it. Roll me an encounter die with advantage, somebody.
I'll do
So roll 2, and you get to choose which one you did.
Okay, I'll do 1. 7.
Okay. 12.
So,
No.
okay, cool. All right, you
Damn
guys
it.
spend some time relaxing, chilling out.
Cleaning my armor, cleaning in, and I don't know. Can you bathe a raven?
Oh, definitely, yes, you can. Usually in dirt. Ravens take dirt baths because it gets up under their wings and gets all any critters or other stuff out from underneath their feathers.
That is
Dirt baths.
I didn't know.
I also tell Xiao that he has to send a sending to what's his name? Bryce? Is that the leader of the vigil?
Yes.
Yes, Bryce
Okay.
Cromwell.
Yeah, to Bryce. Saying we spotted an army.
Mm-hmm.
It is possible we spotted them 8 hours ago. It is possible that they are heading your direction. Not 100% sure.
Okay. We spotted an army, and they might be headed your direction. It's a little while ago, and we're not 100% sure if they're coming towards you. And after a moment, Bryce says, "Okay, thank you for letting me know." And that's
But I overheard that little exchange. I don't know if I'm close enough or not.
more than likely.
Yeah, I'm not trying to be quiet or anything.
Well, do we know if they're heading that way? If I remember correctly, they said they must be around here somewhere.
Yeah, I think they were looking for someone or us.
It's possible. However, it's best to be on guard. That's why I included that I wasn't sure.
That's fair.
You don't want to be caught unsurprised. Or by surprise, sorry.
Unsurprised. Wow, all this information that I'm looking up on like all the different tools and stuff. This is pretty cool. Like,
oh yeah, can I have that?
Tool proficiencies do a lot. You already have it. I will link it to you.
Yeah, link it to me.
Yeah, you already have this link though.
Do I?
No.
Link it and whatchamacallit. Oh. Doesn't.
So, anyways.
Oh. Okay.
And then
But yeah.
comes.
It's just like essentially a different way to sort the PHP.
Oh.
Yeah, it's really nice. So, that said,
put all of this in a feet thing then.
Yeah, go for it. That's thieves' tools right there, and then there's also others.
Yeah, I found Lewdness tools.
Yep. Right. You guys finish your short rest after your long rest. Nothing seems to have caught the attention of caught your attention rather. What are you guys doing now? You do know that you still have two portals to close. You have some kind of fire and brimstone portal in the other room where you had ran away from the imposing army, and then you also have the Whispers and Death portal.
Yeah, which we can't safely deactivate. We'd have to ask somebody that can read it.
I do have some Dispel Magic now. I might be able to try again.
Oh,
Do you want to break down the wall to be closer to the portal?
Can we do that?
Well, there's whispers right there.
Well, if you only need to see it, I remember a hole in the wall.
Yeah, there's a hole in the wall with whispers.
It's a small crack. It's not like a big hole. Can't really see through it. But you could potentially mine through this wall if you wanted to try.
Well,
you do have a pickaxe that cuts the wall, so
we have two. I hate to ask this, but wouldn't it damage this room if we did so, though?
It's possible. Don't know.
Can I make an Arcana check?
You made an Arcana check earlier. You're not really sure.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you guys kind of tried to identify the Aether in this room. You're not really positive where it's coming from necessarily. It could be an enchantment, or it could be like a naturally occurring source. Either way, it feels fucking great.
We could mine through the wall and be closer to it, or try and get rid of it on our way out. Though we also have the Zone of Truth that we could place on that corpse and speak with Dead, with the goblin, and get him to tell us exactly what, or that big, whatever that thing was, a spirit, to,
Wait, can we speak with the Dead, the big giant skeleton, and get him to read the necklace for us?
Yes, that's what we planned on doing. That was the other plan. Do you have Zone of Truth prepared?
That was weird. That was actually not Rin. That was straight up just Xiao being like, whoa, we can do that.
Yeah.
He does, yeah.
Okay, good.
Alright.
We can...
Let's do this.
I don't want to destroy this beautiful, odd room.
I don't either. It's so
didn't
nice.
like it.
Just because I don't like something doesn't mean I want to kill it.
As a note, if he casts Speak with Dead, he cannot cast Dispel Magic.
No. Well, I can do Speak with Dead, I think.
Right? Okay.
No, wait, we
I mean,
have a
it's
spell
on your
scroll.
spell list, but do you have... Yeah, if you have a spell scroll, you can cast it. Can you cast third level spells yet?
No, not yet.
Then you'll have to make an ability check.
Xiao can cast Speak with Dead, get the translation, repeat it a few times, and then stop, take the amulet, and say the command word to close the portal. He doesn't have to dispel magic.
It's up to you.
Yeah.
And I don't know if Zone of Truth is concentration.
It's not, no.
No.
So...
Does Xiao have Zone of Truth prepared?
He does, yes.
Okay.
But that was the plan that we had thought of while we were near that yucky goop.
That's up to y'all, if you want to try it.
I remembered the plan. I forgot that you had a spell scroll and totally already prepared to Speak with Dead with him, so...
Oh. Well, you can unprepare that. Shh.
Ha, ha, ha.
No.
You takes 48,000 points of psychic damage. Your character explodes into gray pudding.
Not gray pudding, it'd be... What?
No. I've sucked the color out of your character. They're gray now.
Suck the entire life essence out of you.
I've awakened something with your character's life essence.
Oh god. Run away.
You all have to fight a giant undead you combined with the giant skeleton now.
That would be an oozy undead.
It's not like you haven't fought it before.
That's true. With the bullet.
Oozes, undead, and constructs seem to be the theme.
Yeah.
All right, what are you guys doing?
Oh, that
You have
means
spent-
I don't... Sorry.
Yeah, you're good. You guys have spent 10 hours in this room. What are you doing?
Are we ready?
Spending another 10 hours in this.
Yeah, I'm ready.
Everyone dies.
Okay, let's go to the door then, and hopefully we don't got company waiting for us on the other side of this door.
Please, it was an army. If they were waiting outside the door, we would have heard them.
I think it blocks out the sounds.
Specifically said last session that once you clear the door and close it, there is no more sound.
Amalia wouldn't have been paying attention to that.
That's true.
Just went deadly quiet, and then freaking cold as all shit.
All right.
I don't
Are you guys opening the door?
Where's Rail's token?
I don't know. Where's Rel's token?
Sorry.
Did she fall asleep? I
No.
believe it.
Rel just nods off into an alchemist flask. Just inhaling the chrome. Anyways, all right. You guys open the door?
Let's open the door.
Are you doing it?
Yeah.
Oh boy.
It's-
Oh boy. Do you remember the command word?
Yep. It's
Yeah. I actually have it.
I have
What
it.
is it?
I have it. I just don't know how to say it.
It is Taliandrostrophics.
I just posted.
Hey, you said it correctly.
Ugh.
The gate disappears. Oh god, hold on.
Oh,
no.
God! What the fuck? What the hell?
There we go. Don't ask. There you go. You're good.
Are we?
Reality bends at the mention of Taliandrostrophics. All right, the gate opens, and you don't see anything or even hear anything on the other side. I just refreshed roll 20. I had all my fucking character sheets open and ready.
So turn back around and go the other way is what you're saying.
Yeah, definitely.
Should probably wait for Rin to load.
I'm back in. Back in. You guys do what you do.
Okay. You is gonna take out the necklace and see how close she needs to be to the portal to deactivate it.
It is currently glowing. However, it is glowing a different command word.
Huh?
It is glowing a different command word.
Okay. Can
To
I
those
read
of
it?
you that read, to those of you that read Infernal, the command word is. It's in my notes somewhere.
Ooh, Xiao reads Infernal.
To those
I
of you that
do.
read
Oh, do you? Okay.
You
oh,
do
everyone
too. You're
reads
teething.
Infernal. All right.
I don't.
Tiefling, yeah.
Do I?
You're
Rel does,
teething.
yeah. You just pinged your languages. You have Infernal on there.
Oh. No, I pinged Zhao's.
Oh, okay.
You're
That's
teething.
weird.
You should get it automatically.
Should have Infernal automatically.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's Silvarian, isn't it?
No. Infernal is.
believe-
Wait, is it? Yeah. Silvarian is Infernal, yes.
See,
Okay.
I have it too.
Silvarian is
know-
Infernal.
Because I know
Right.
Astorian is Celestial.
Yes. Okay. The command word, since everyone fucking knows it, is is brimstone.
Should I close it now?
Do we have to see it?
One way to find out. Brimstone.
It's still glowing. Nothing happens.
Okay, I guess we're gonna have to see it. I don't want to get burned again. Xiao?
Yes. Hello.
You're fire resistant, aren't you? Here you go.
I like to think I'm pretty fire resistant. I like to think I'm pretty fire too. And
It's
he kind
very-
of flexes.
It's very, very hot over there. I'm not going back.
Great. All right. Let's go.
I didn't.
Do you want Xiao to try to dispel it?
No, I'm giving him the necklace. So he can go
Right,
over
but
there.
do you want him to try to dispel it? Like, with the necklace?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, never mind.
Xiao, like, creeps forward a little bit. He's like, alright, should they really be doing
Just-
this? Like,
Just because we don't know if they left anyone behind. And she kind of motions for her familiar to go out. Okay.
Xiao, do you know resistance? That might help you.
He's a red dragonborn.
does he know resistance?
He does, yes.
Okay. So, I think I know that spell, yes. Yeah, I do.
That might help.
And your familiar is coming with me? Alright, let's go.
I was going to use it as a scout.
Oh, go
so
for
that
it,
you
go for it.
didn't get, you know.
No, I'm good. Let's go.
ambushed?
Scout away.
Where did
You'll
it
have to drag
go?
your familiar token onto the board.
I lost it. There it is. How do I do that again?
You just drag and
That
drop.
way?
Dragon
Yep.
drop.
There it is. Oh no. I'm scared.
Okay. Make a perception check for your Raven, or for your Phoenix rather.
Is it through mine or its?
It's through its. You are using its physicality right now, which includes its eyes and ears.
Okay. So is that a?
If they're not proficient, it's a Wisdom check.
Should be proficient. The
Not
Raven
It
necessarily.
is.
also has a. It also has a +3 to perception.
So click on that. Click on the plus 30%.
That's perception.
okay.
That's proficiency.
Yep, there you go. Okay. 13. You don't see anything. You send it flying around, and from this vantage point, you don't see anything whatsoever. There's no monsters waiting for you. There's no henchmen or evildoers. It seems clear.
Well, it looks safe.
Sorry.
Okay, you keep going. You don't see anything. You get out to about right here, and while you're using your familiar senses, you start to feel just the raw heat pouring out of this area. You don't see any minions, but it's starting to get very, very, very hot.
Okay. I'm gonna call it back then.
Okay. Flies
Uh,
back to you.
So yeah, it seems it's really, really hot over there, but other than that, you should be fine.
Just be careful.
All right, I guess.
We don't know
And
if that rubble over there is an illusion.
I mean, we don't know if you're an illusion. Ooh.
Pretty sure I'm
Alright.
not.
He'll proceed forward.
And
Casts
poker.
resistance on himself. You poke her, your hand just goes through her. No,
Huh.
you poke her. She's fleshy. All right, so Xiao gets to about right here before the amulet starts to light up completely, and he's also going to need to roll me a Constitution saving throw.
With advantage, I believe, yeah?
Yeah.
Or
You
add
put
it
on
in-
resistance.
Not advantage, but he gets to add resistance.
Yeah, add resistance, sorry.
Which I can't. Right, he doesn't have that. Okay, so I'll just roll separately. Con save.
All right, cool.
Put that on.
Xiao is just going to take 3 points reduced to 1 point of fire damage. As he's it's fucking hot in here. Oh fuck, god
Told
damn.
you!
Presents the amulet. He's like shielding his eyes from the heat. It's like when you open an oven that you've left on for a little too long, and you open it up straight to your face, and you're like, oh no. It's kind of that feeling. He presents the amulet and he speaks the command word brimstone, and all of a sudden the room drops in temperature by a solid like 10 degrees. Just
Oh, thank God.
like where you guys were standing wasn't necessarily just the warmest thing in the world, but now it's actively cold where you're standing.
I think he did it.
Is it,
He like
is
opens one eye, looks, and it looks like it's gone. There's just like a black circle on the ground now.
it... Okay.
Good job.
Oh, wait. That's Jin.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. I did a thing.
You did a thing!
Did it.
I did it! Ah! Alright.
I take the amulet back, and I want to go check these boulders.
Okay. You put your hand on one. It appears to be a boulder. It appears to be a lot of rubble. You do know that it almost appears to have been placed here intentionally.
Can I see through it at all?
No.
Anybody have any idea why rubble would be placed intentionally?
To hide something? Or
Yeah,
lock something in?
I could go look.
If we weren't where we are now, I would say something along the lines of maybe we should clear it out to find out. But usually the things that are hiding in the walls are stone men.
But this isn't part of a wall. This is part of intentionally placed rubble.
Sure, why not? I love to live dangerously.
You and me both.
How big are the boulders and stuff?
Some of them, I mean, they vary in size. It's just a ton of rubble. It looks like this might have been mined at some point.
Wonder what they were mining. If they were mining. Come on. Oh my god, my sheet broke. First it does that double click slide, and then it's like, I'm not gonna let you touch me.
So, what are you doing?
Or do you guys want to go back in the goop?
I think we should check out this door. Or, not door, sorry, rubble.
Yeah, I figured we could delay the goop a little bit longer.
This definitely has to be a door.
Never know.
I'm ready. I'm ready for you to clear this rubble and find the 45 stone men buried beneath. Let's go.
I honestly wouldn't even be surprised at this point.
I wouldn't either.
We found a giant thing of ooze.
Yeah. You
You
did.
mean the black pudding?
It's a lot of ooze.
No, the literal pool of ooze.
Oh, the Cubabooze that goes for God knows how long.
I feel like that's a really long rectangle, but yeah.
Wait, what's a really long rectangle?
The salt. The
Oh, I
jelly.
see.
Yeah.
It's more like a star.
Probably, I don't know.
You know, like a ball of hot gas. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm guessing me and Xiao are going to do it.
Wait, when did I volunteer for this? What the fuck?
You're the only other one that has a pick that can break the rocks.
Oh god, alright, let's go.
And if we need to use the special picks to get through this, are we not going to question how it got there in the first place?
Do you want to try and figure out how it got here in the first place?
I feel like I can just figure that out. I'm just, there's very limited things that can cut through the stone here. There's just intentionally placed rubble.
Does the rubble look similar to the rocks here, or would it look like it was brought in?
It's of a similar make. It definitely looks different than what you might expect, however. It looks like normal fucking rubble. That's the weird part.
Well, then why am I not helping?
I could probably squeeze a little bit through them if I absolutely had to, but yeah, but I don't want to.
I'm gonna bring out a pack pickaxe. I guess
Okay.
we're just gonna start clearing the rubble.
I'm gonna hold ready action of bolt in case something jumps out at us.
Okay, sure. All of you go ahead and give me attacks with your weapons. So it's, in Amalia's case, it would be charisma, and Xiao strength, and you is dex, and all of you get to add your proficiency bonus.
Wait. Ooh, I have a war pick,
That is a
which is
10.
what the pickaxe is.
I understand.
So, do I change it to deck plus proficiency?
For right now, just roll me a dex check,
Okay.
please.
21.
Oh, that. Whoa.
What the fuck?
Alright.
Okay, so you begin clearing the rubble. It's difficult. It's slow going. However, you do note that this rubble is not sealed like the walls would be. Amalia, you were cutting through this stuff just the same as anyone else would. This will take you guys quite some time to access if you choose to keep going.
I think it's worthwhile, personally.
I think it is. I think.
Sure.
Do you think otherwise, Spirit?
I mean, we're not gonna know until we get through it, so I'm kind of like, I feel like the portal's a little more important, but at the same time, that requires us to go through
The goop.
Yeah.
Perfect.
So.
Okay. This is dangerous, and you're making loud noise. I'm gonna need 2 encounter dice.
Okay. Anybody got silence?
Oh.
It's always you, I don't know what's going on
Always
here.
me.
That's so weird. Like, it's literally always you. I don't know what happens, but you are cursed when it comes to encounter die. Holy
I'm never
guacamole.
rolling again.
This is nope, you guys gotta take turns. That's the way this works. Alright,
No,
so
I'm gonna kill us.
you guys get a pretty good distance into the rubble with Rel standing behind going
Hey, I'm holding a bolt.
you just have this lightning bolt just prepared for the next hour and a half. All right, something's gonna jump out at any moment. All right. Roll me a concentration check.
All right.
Okay. All right. Fair enough. You're pretty concentrated. Matter of left. They're always 12. It's not wrong. That's the terrible part of it.
When I fuck up bad.
That's okay. Me too.
Oh.
As you begin digging through some of this rubble, you hear a couple of voices, and one of them, do you think they'll ever notice us? No, I don't think they're going to. It's really kind of sad, really. I think we could sit here and watch them all day. And then the other one responds, I think we should interrupt, honestly. I feel like we're being rude just watching them at this point. I feel like if we don't interrupt, we're just wasting their time and ours.
You're
and
an
really,
idiot.
what is time but valuable? And you both look back, you say, you're an idiot, and you go, that was rather rude, actually. You both look back, and you see 2 individuals. Both of them look human, perhaps. And there is a male and a female. Both of them have this stark blonde hair. They're wearing black robes, and both of them have these very vibrant blue eyes. I mean, that's probably the biggest point. You start to notice as you get a bit of a better look at them, the center of their eyes, just around their pupil, is just this kind of bright pink, where their eyes almost look like kind of bubblegum cotton candy. If you know the color scheme that I'm talking about, that light blue, light pink. Both of their eyes look like that, and they have this golden blonde hair. Well, it's not even golden blonde. It's like really light blonde. It's stark blonde. Kind of like Lily's token in Ara's picture there. Pretty similar. And the woman kind of looks over at the guy. It appears they've noticed us, and the guy. It appears so.
It's what you get for talking whenever you just assume that we can't hear you.
I'm sorry. Are you interrupting a conversation between us? We're very important, you know. Yes, I'm nobility, of course.
Are you?
If you're
I believe
so
I am.
important, then why are you standing here watching us?
And in a hole.
Well, you see, it appears that they did send us back. They said, go check on the portal. I felt something change. And, well, I suppose we know now what happened. It's really just unfortunate. You're in the wrong place, wrong time. I get it. I apologize for having to do this to you. But
Oh,
I am...
sweetheart.
Oh, she called me sweetheart. I think she's into me. And the woman, I think she is. You should go after that when she's pretty.
Come here, I can do both of you.
You can.
They they look between each other and they go, we'll take you up on that offer at the same time.
Should hire a sketch artist while we do it.
This is my sister Merelda, and I'm Mathalos, and well, I'll take you up on that offer. And he looks at you, and you can tell there's just this faintest trace of magic that kind of comes off of his words, and you watch the words appear in the air in this kind of black and pink and red font, basically. Jagged edges to the letters. They float in front of him and then disappear as he casts a spell. I need initiative rolls.
Fuck.
Oh. I crit, but I didn't click my token. Shit.
Go ahead and click your token, change it. That's the rule on that. If you crit,
Yeah, I know.
we change your token.
So,
Jesus.
So what?
so badly want to read that book.
Xiao, do the thing.
Oh, wait. What the fuck? I did it again.
What book?
Words
wait.
of color.
Whoops.
Yeah, that's how bards cast their
Yeah, I
magic.
know.
Great.
It is. It's amazing. I love it.
Oh, I'm out of Coke. Hold on.
I don't think you realize, like, how...
Right.
Oh, she's AFK.
Okay.
I don't think you realize, Rin, how much, like, when I was reading that, I was like, holy shit, this is so cool. Like, like, it is so rare for me to envision something so vividly.
Oh man, I really like the idea. It's just hard to make it work in the setting. Like, I feel like it should have been a fantasy setting. It has to have been, but I don't know. It's Trinity, and that's the way this works, I guess.
I feel like it worked. I mean, I was super, like, just that small bit, I was like, oh...
You... Go ahead.
These rolls are blowing my mind.
Some of these rolls are pretty good. This is where all the shitty rolls led to. Like, all of you just rolled super high on initiative for some reason. All right.
We're gonna miss everything.
So all of you do recognize what he just did as casting a spell, and you're not sure how long you have until it takes. So we were gonna change that playlist. Here you go.
So, dude's on the left?
Yep, the dude is on the left, and the woman is on the right. Let me zoom in a little bit here. That is not what his token's supposed to look like. That's really weird. Hold on. What's his initiative?
I don't know.
11.
His is 14.
His is 11.
Hers is
There we go.
11.
Yeah, hers was 11.
Yeah, hers is 11.
His was 14.
Hers was also most definitely 11.
Yen's was
I'm
11.
confused. Okay.
Yep, he was below Yin. He was last in the turn order. Anyways. Unless he rolled twice somehow. I don't know how that would have happened. Anyways, so both of them kind of cast off their robes, and you see underneath just... the man is wearing basically nothing other than this set of pants. However, you see his hands are just covered in this darkness, just kind of wisping off of him, and he sprouts two huge wings out of his back, demonic, bat-like. The woman does the same, wearing very, very little under her robe. It is your go. As he finishes casting the spell, what are you doing?
You immediately whips out her crossbow. Now, which one do you prefer, female or male? And she fires at him.
Okay, go ahead and roll an attack roll, please.
We'll do.
Let's see, 21 hits.
Still flirting with them.
Okay, 6 points of damage. and he kind of catches the bolt as it enters his shoulder, pulls it out, and goes, "Oh, she likes it rough. Oh, let's show her what we like."
And she's gonna move over this direction.
Okay.
And bonus action and hide.
Gotcha. Make me a stealth check, please.
19.
Okay. Good enough. Amalia, it's now your turn.
I'm not even mad anymore. This is
This is great. This is perfect.
Son of a bitch. You can't, like, force them. Oh, sweet. I'm going to run here.
Okay.
Pull out my glaive, or I guess switch it to a glaive, and put Hexblade's curse on the male.
Gotcha. So the man has these set of phoenix feathers that kind of trail out of his basically they trace his jawline, and he reaches up as they happen, and he brushes his hand over it. He goes, "I like these," and make your attacks.
You're not gonna like them in a moment. I'm sorry.
Sorry that your face is about to explode. Both of those hit. Roll damage.
Oh no.
Oh no.
No.
Oh boy.
Oh yeah.
Oof. All right. You're looking at 13 plus 11 is 24 points. And as he does, he runs his hands up one side. No sooner does he do that than you slice your glaive with almost perfect accuracy, slicing several of the feathers in half on the right side of his face. And he looks over, you see his eyes just kind of trail to that side like it's a bad, like, JoJo scene. And all of the feathers just explode in the side of his face. And he's knocked to the ground for a second before he gets back. I can't say I was expecting that. And you see part of his jaw just hanging off before it reforms back onto his face.
Oh.
All right.
Wait,
Amalia, that's your...
Doesn't that do extra damage, too?
It
Not
does.
extra
Yeah,
damage.
it's calculated in it.
Okay,
Yeah, it's already
sure.
calculated. Mm-hmm. Whenever you see her weapons with a C in front of them, it's the Hexblade's curse. It's a cursed. Relindra, it's now your turn. I'm gonna say go ahead and roll me an attack for your bolt as well, because you were holding it.
Okay, sure.
Oh yeah.
Oh shit!
Oh, roll that damage. Which one are you hitting?
The guy. Oh.
He did talk first, so
Yep.
17 points of damage. He's starting to look pretty rough as the bolt hits him right as Amalia trails the glaive up his face. It is now your turn.
Yeah, so she shoots out this bolt and then immediately raises her hand to the sky and like starts swirling her fingers, and I'm gonna use Call Lightning.
Okay. It crashes down right behind them, both of them making a dex save, I'm assuming.
Yeah, and she's gonna say, I don't
Oh,
take
shit.
kindly to
Whoops.
threats.
I just rolled initiative instead of making a save.
That is a lot of damage.
Oh my god.
Holy.
That was 2 10s.
Oh man, alright, they might fucking die here in a second. God damn.
They made a mistake.
We have made the grave error. The guy succeeds on his save, actually. The woman does not, however. As the guy kind of dives out of the way, the lightning just barely singeing him, the woman is kind of taken almost unawares as she stares at this, like, these phoenix feathers that have just sprouted from this guy's face. She's like, oh. And then lightning just strikes her straight in the arm, travels up her arm, and you can see the veins leaving, like, the imprints on her arm. Full 24 points of damage to her, and he takes half.
Yep.
God damn. Not bad. Not a bad round at all for you, Rel.
And
the guy is starting to look pretty rough.
she's gonna bonus action move, like float 10 feet away,
Mhm.
and just kind of wave her hand as she goes. Move 5 feet right here.
Oh, I say these. Oh, fuck! I like people that like it rough. He kind of gets up and maybe we should retire for the night. It's now Xiao's turn.
Oh, but
Okay.
that's no fun.
Does Xiao know what these are?
These are kind of interestingly rare. They are pretty high level fiends. Roll a religion check for Xiao.
Nope.
No, he's not really sure. He's like, you have bat wings and you look very attractive.
Out of character, are they Succubus and Incubus?
They are a succubus and an incubus, yes.
Cool.
Weirdly, they are also brother and sister.
They did say that.
I mean,
Brother
I
and
could totally see them being incestuous.
Well, no one ever said that they have sex together.
They did bring up a three-way.
They did, true.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well, there you go. Xiao, what you
Drinking.
doing?
All right. Well, he's gonna move over here with Amalia. That's
Okay.
as far as he can get. And he's going to. What's the range on this? 5 feet. Oh, he can't hit them.
Huh, fucking
Sad
rip.
face. All right.
He does have Sacred Flame.
He does have Sacred Flame, but I think he's just gonna firebolt the guy instead.
Okay, roll an attack roll.
There's 3 females in the group, and the guy's gonna be the first to die.
Wow.
It like travels straight past his face, and he turns and he looks back to Xiao and he goes, "I can be whatever you want, Xiao." And he raises his hand forward, and that is the end of Xiao's turn, right?
Mhm.
Okay.
Oh no.
The woman pushes the man's hand down and goes, "I think this one is mine." And she puts her hand forward, and this little bit of arcane energy trails off of her hand. And she, "Dragonborn, I do like you so. You have such a strong jawline. Why don't you come help us instead? We can take you home." And I need Xiao to make a wisdom saving throw.
Oh no.
Alrighty. Oh no.
Oh no,
no.
Xiao.
No.
Xiao is considered charmed by the succubus. The charmed target obeys the fiend's verbal or telepathic commands. If the target suffers any harm or receives a suicidal command, it can repeat the saving throw, ending the effect on a success. So, there you go. Xiao is considered charmed by her and will obey her commands completely. He's effectively dominated. So, she is going to use a free action to telepathically say, "You should protect my brother." Okay. Yin.
1 second. Fly speed is 60. Would Yin know if he is or isn't? Should she do a
No. Yin wouldn't have any idea. Yin's not smart enough to understand that kind of stuff.
Okay. I'm just having her move. I can't let her attack, sadly.
That's fine.
So,
And...
Not yet. Not done.
Okay.
And she's gonna go right here.
Okay, gotcha. It's the Incubus's turn, and he finishes his spell as he flies 5... Ooh, he's gonna leave Amalia's reach, isn't he?
Yep, he sure is.
Interesting. Glaives are scary, man. Alright. He finishes the spell, and he... Where'd she go? He looks to Amalia. "Listen, maybe you would like to try me." Make a wisdom saving throw, Amalia.
Come on.
Oh shit, yeah, good job.
Ooh, there you go. You feel your mind get fuzzy from the base of your skull all the way up the back, all the way to your frontal lobe. It spreads over the next 2 seconds, and then you kind of shake it off. You're like, nope, 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 nope. And he looks at you. "Sister, I think you should be careful." And that's gonna be the end of his turn. He can't move. He's gonna move right. He's gonna move right here. So that is the end of his turn. You.
You is going to kind of sneak over here, take aim at him, and fire.
Okay, roll an attack roll. Advantage. Sneak attack. Hits. Roll damage.
1 second. Sneak attack and
Oof. As he kind of gets up behind Xiao for a second, trying to maybe get Xiao to protect him from Amalia, a bolt just flies out of the darkness, and he looks and he goes, "Oh!" And it lands straight between his eyes, and he falls to the ground. And you hear the woman go, "No, no, 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 brother, you got to, oh, fuck, damn you all to hell." She's going to tell Xiao to kill his friends. All right, do you have a bonus action?
hides there and hides again.
Okay, make it with disadvantage.
Nope.
Okay. Amalia.
She's gonna walk out, pull out her greatsword this time.
Okay. Both hit. Roll damage. Oof. As she's kind of like, she picks up her brother's corpse and looks up at you. Damn you. And that is 23 points of damage to her. She's looking really rough right now. She's actually got one of her wings just sliced basically completely in half, and she tries to flutter it up just a little bit. However, she's unsuccessful in the endeavor. Amalia, do you have anything else you're doing on your turn?
No.
Okay. Relindra.
Yeah. So, here. And, yep, just gonna call lightning down on her again.
Okay.
Does she have to make a concentration check, by the way?
Nope, she sure doesn't.
Oh, neat.
Yep. Succubi charms are not concentration. In fact, they can charm as many people as they want, so long as all of the targets do not succeed.
Interesting. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, so right there.
Okay,
call
that's a
lightning
dexterity
damage.
save.
Oh, well, okay.
It's
I did have a really high
diamonds.
damage roll.
Yeah, she critted as well, so she's only going to take 4 damage from this as she just dives out of the way, just barely narrowly missing the lightning bolts. Rel, do you have any bonus actions?
Yeah, I'm gonna bonus action fly 10 feet back.
Okay. Xiao, go ahead and roll me an attack against Amalia as he looks over at Amalia. Make it a let's see. I'm gonna look at Xiao's sheet.
He's technically really loyal to his companions, but
It doesn't matter. He is under a charm effect currently. He is dominated. The fact that he considers you all friends is probably the biggest thing about this, in fact. Wow, he doesn't have any first level spells prepared?
He has bless and cure wounds. Because they're his domain spells.
Oh, okay.
I don't
Gotcha.
I don't prepare them because they've got domain written next to them, and I already know those are prepared.
Gotcha. I'm gonna
when I'm
prepare those.
counting.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, I like to have them unprepared so I can count what spells he has prepared.
That's fair. All right. He is gonna make a damn. He doesn't have anything. Sure. Just make me a mace attack against Amalia. Make it a
He
make it a
does
sacred. Make it a sacred flame.
Okay, he also has spiritual weapon prepared.
Make it a sacred flame.
Okay.
Aw. I'm super excited for a mace attack.
Amalia, make me a dex save.
Oh, I almost hit con.
Okay,
Oh.
you succeed. It doesn't. It's Dunzo and Xiao. Why are you doing this to my friends? Why are you hurting them so much? Look at him, and he points to the ground, where the succubus, where the incubus lies. All right, and it is the succubi's turn. She's gonna try to flip backwards out of your reach. She is going to go to the ethereal. She's gonna use etherealness,
What is it?
and you watch her blink out of existence.
Aww. That's no fun.
Okay, that'll end her turn. It is now Yin's turn.
Okay, Yin is going to go over here and fly,
Okay.
covering all our bases.
You.
You is going to step out and wonder what the fuck. I think that's 20 feet, right?
Mm-hmm.
Where'd you go?
Okay.
And
I don't know, but I have an idea.
Okay.
I think I have an idea.
Yin's going to. You is going to. She's gonna bonus action teleport to where Yin is.
Okay.
And
That's in
I have
the
ring.
water.
I have Yin water walking. Ring of
Yep.
water walking. And I'm going to stay here, and I'm going to do pretty much a sentinel thing, kind of like looking back and forth, making sure, and aiming a crossbow bolt.
Are you holding an action?
Yep.
Isn't it an action to? Oh no, it's a bonus action to teleport. Okay.
Yep, it's a bonus
Right.
action to teleport.
Gotcha.
So she disappeared right here.
She disappeared right next to Amalia.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Mainly because I can't see her, so.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna take a guess. I'm gonna move up here.
Wait, isn't it my turn?
Oh, it is. Yeah. Yeah. No, you're right.
Oh, wait, what?
It is Amalia's turn.
It is Amalia's turn.
Yep.
Sorry. Go ahead.
So you said she popped out of existence?
She just disappeared completely.
Would I recognize that because I've used blink?
Make an Arcana check with,
Advantage.
well, her.
Yeah.
14. I would say, yeah. You have an idea of what she just did. It might be similar to the blink spell.
Okay. I have an idea. Something's up with Xiao. You might need to deal with him, and then I cast blink on myself.
Okay. At the end of your turn, roll a d20. Also, I'll be right back. Hold on.
Oh no.
Rip.
I think you
Of
have.
course, that's
I think you have to roll below a 10.
no 11 or higher.
No.
Oh, you have true sight, don't you?
No, we don't.
No,
Or
It's
no,
not
not
true
true sight,
sight.
but devil sight.
it's
Yes.
Devil's Sight.
Yeah. Okay. That's
but
good.
not
No,
true
I got
sight.
Xiao. Yep, I know what it does. I got Xiao. Don't worry. Being a tiefling is fun sometimes.
Oh. Do you have darkness?
Cass. Yeah.
Yep.
She
Yep.
gets it automatically once per day, I believe.
Yep.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yup.
Yeah, tieflings get darkness and hellish rebuke, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
Once per day.
I am not resistant to fire damage though.
I assume you're resistant to lightning?
Mm-hmm.
Makes
Yeah,
sense.
which is why I gave it to Xiao instead of you.
My Hell's Rebuke also does lightning.
Yeah, I remember you talking about that because you took
Cold.
I'm so
frost
sorry. I had
damage.
Bible states
Yeah.
of pee where you either pee your pants or you pee in the toilet, and I chose the toilet. So
I'm reaching that point right now. Can we hurry this
yeah,
along?
we're this is probably almost over. What do you disappear on? Is it below or above an 11?
Above an 11.
Okay, so you stay on the material plane for right now. Well, in this case, you don't ascend to the ethereal plane. All right, Rel, it's now your turn.
Yeah, I'm gonna cast. What's the radius on this? 15 foot. Okay. So I'm gonna cast
It's actually
darkness
20
centered.
feet. And by 20
It's 15.
feet. Okay.
Because I'm curious.
I'm gonna cast darkness centered right here.
Okay. It's a 15-foot radius.
Yep.
So wait, it'd be right here, right?
I don't see where. Yep, that's it.
Perfect. Okay. There you go. Darkness. You drop concentration on Call Lightning.
Yep.
Okay, good to know. All right, Xiao's turn. Xiao. No. Oh, and he's going to make an attack against you, Amalia. However, he makes it with disadvantage. Roll me a Amalia, make a dex check. Roll me some Sacred Flame damage here.
He has to see her for that.
You have to see a creature to cast Sacred Flame on it?
Let's see a target.
Positive?
Let's see. Yep, you can see within range.
Oh, okay. Okay, roll a Firebolt with disadvantage.
I think that's also a target you can see. At a creature or object within range. Okay.
Yeah, that doesn't specify you can see, so.
Nope.
You just fire in a random direction. Alright, just goes off in the distance. That's the end of Xiao's turn. It is now the Succubus' turn, and she is going to, she actually ends up reappearing right here. Layer token. She looks down. What the? Looks around, looks at you, Rel. You can't see her. There's a darkness in the way.
I have Devil Sight.
Yep.
Oh, shit! Okay. You see her appear. She even rolled a stealth check. She rolled a 10. So
I whip around and shoot her.
that hits. Roll damage. She doesn't see you. You have advantage. This makes this a sneak attack.
Oh shit! Nice.
Hold on. Let me double check on that. Can she see through magical darkness?
I don't know.
Nope. She sure fucking can't. You are an unseen attacker. You have advantage. That's a sneak attack. That's 3 + 8 damage. That is just enough. How do you want to do this?
Just be like, well, you attacked us, so no 3-way. I'm sorry. Goodbye.
Shoop! The bolt looses it, and as she turns to Rel, she goes, "Hello, pretty," and she holds up her hand, and words start trailing out of her mouth. However, a bolt right in the back of her head, and she falls out of the sky and onto the ground.
Rel waves as she falls. Snaps her fingers.
She's already dead. And that's where we're going to take a break.
Awesome.
I'm gonna drop concentration on darkness too, by the way.
Good to know.
Oh goodness. Yeah, break.
Oh, does the charm go away?
The charm does go away.
Okay.
Yeah,
We'll get to that. Just
okay.
take your break.
Break.
Okay, I'll be right back.
Okay, we are unmuted and ready.
So you asked on break if you could consume the form of Succubus. In Aurum, it's interesting because Hell's extra planes don't exist. The only plane that exists in tandem with Aurum is actually the ethereal plane. Every other plane does not technically exist outside of Aurum. They all exist within or on Aurum somehow. Like the Feywilds, for example, exist within Vargr, which is a large island to the east of Astoria. Fiends, the Nine Hells, or Aurum's version of the Nine Hells, exist within a different place that I won't tell you just yet because it's actually kind of central to the story. Other things exist, like Illitath is the home of elementals, so that it kind of encompasses what would normally be the elemental chaos. So this is a difficult question. However, I did find some information that states that fiends typically dissolve their entire forms after 1 to 5 rounds. So, I want you to roll me a d6. You.
Okay, d6. 6.
Reroll.
3.
3. How long does it take you to consume someone?
Can be instantaneous. Pretty much. I'm technically not attached to them, so I'd have to get attached to them to actually...
Which takes an action. So, in essence, it takes you a total of roughly 2 rounds to consume someone. It takes you about 12 seconds. Given that you just rolled a 3, that is a little bit longer. That's about 18 seconds. You would have the chance to dissolve the succubus and consume her form.
Okay, that's fine. I just wanted one or the other.
So
I do have a female succubus.
Or an incubus. I would say you could get to either one. Just
okay,
based
out
off
of character, female or male?
It doesn't matter at all.
I'll go with the
Makes no
succubus.
difference. They have the exact same powers.
Well, I mean...
Not only do they have the exact same powers, they have a polymorph that allows them to transform into any gender they want to. So, it literally doesn't matter.
Okay, I'll just take the succubus.
Mm-hmm. There you go. They're gone.
Okay. Hey!
The male disappears into ashes and dust. The female, you quickly just jump on and start consuming, and Xiao go, "Ugh!" Oh God! No! He like looks away.
It's not that gross.
So, as the female hit the ground, I would have reached out and like grabbed onto Xiao's wrist.
Mm-hmm.
Because I remember what happened last time he was attacking us, and I worried that he's gonna go through the same shit. And I would just look at him and say, "Are you okay?" However, I didn't cancel the spell.
What spell?
Link.
Oh god.
Roll me a d20.
Oh god.
You can't cancel the spell.
It says you can with an action.
Oh, does it really?
Yeah, but she would have been more concerned about Xiao.
Okay, roll me a d20.
Oh god.
Okay,
no.
you grab his wrist and you go, "Are you okay?" And he turns to you and he goes, and then you just disappear.
You kind of stops for a minute and like, wait, what?
Wait a minute, hold on. Where the fuck did she go? You will reappear.
As soon as I reappear, I would get rid of it.
Okay.
Sorry about that. It seemed like she went into the ethereal plane, so I tried to follow her, and it didn't work out the way I wanted to.
It's almost like she was hiding from us, and then she did like some weird magic shits, and my brain got all fuzzy, and I'm sorry, I didn't mean to hit you or try to hit you anyway.
I mean, it's not the first time you've done it, but I understand.
It's not. You're correct. Okay.
I'm not holding it against you. It didn't seem like it was your choice.
It seemed like she wanted to hold it against us, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, that was also pretty apparent.
Yeah, it was.
I'm also sad. I wanted to flirt with him a little bit more, but someone
He was
had to
pretty
go and kill
attractive.
him.
I mean,
I'm sorry, okay? God.
I feel like he would have been fun.
And now we'll never know.
It is a tragedy.
You've got me. You know.
Yeah, but you're not him.
Yeah, but there's something about knowing that you're not actually flesh.
Also, there's something about knowing that you're a like demon from like terrible places ready to consume my soul. Maybe that's, I don't know.
I don't think she's a demon.
I know. I'm talking about the guy. He's gone.
Oh.
And the girl too. She's gone too. I don't know. Maybe I like danger.
Well, I can mimic that if you need me to, because
Nope,
I
I'm
can.
good. Thank you.
I could feed on you 3 times a day, baby.
That sounds horrible, actually.
Um.
I think I'm going to pass. I appreciate the offer. Though, if you do need to steal some memories, I would like to know what that's like at some point. I think that would be an interesting experience.
Well, all you have to do is not give me something that's PTSD, or you can for shits and giggles. Just,
Nope.
Just don't provoke me.
Nope, we're not going anywhere near there. Anyways,
Good.
let's go.
So the rubble.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Right, the rubble. That's what we were doing.
The rubble. Shit. Alright, let's go.
Yu's kind of playing with her new form.
You take the new form. You found that you can you can adjust it to how pretty much more or less your liking. And it does give you wings. Although when you flap them, they're not solid enough, and you don't have any ability to fly.
Okay.
So you don't have a flying ability, but you do look like a succubus. You have the tail and everything. So not far off of like
tail?
traditional tiefling. Yeah, she has a little like tail that's got like a little heart-shaped fin at the end of it.
Shit, man, we missed out on a good time.
Right? Hold on. Let me.
You do know Rel has a tail, right?
So
Small
does technically you does too. She has a tail in her normal form as well.
Yeah,
Mhm,
but
it's
Rel
cat tail.
doesn't flirt with me, and then try to kill me. Actually, no, she does try to kill me. She just doesn't flirt with me and then try to kill me.
I can flirt with you and try to kill you if you want me to. If you're into that type of thing.
Right.
Something that's Xiao's fetish.
I'm gonna go down here and close this door.
Okay. Hold on just a second.
I I mean, clearly they liked us a little bit. It took them a bit before they decided they wanted to attack us.
Oh, they were attacking us immediately. They were casting a spell.
No, they were clearly standing there for quite a while. They were talking about watching us and whether they should make themselves visible.
They made themselves blinky out of it, so they were clearly visible.
Well,
anybody
talked about
that...
the fact.
Go ahead.
Sorry. They
Go ahead.
talked about the fact that they were there for a while, so they didn't really, as far as we're concerned, they attacked us right away, but man, they were watching us.
Man, I'm not saying that incubi and succubi are both extremely attractive, but...
But
Okay,
they
go back to
are
normal.
because it's the boy.
Oh, look at his hair. Oh, anyway. See. Listen, you can't
Will's just like,
I'm not.
Oh.
like the only one that's not.
All right, and what was the? If anybody wants to, they can roll an Arcana check. Or I'm sorry, a religion check, just to identify like what the fuck they are. Except for Xiao, he failed.
He failed. Horribly. 12.
Okay.
I thought I got 23 again.
No. Amalia and Rel, you both have an idea of what these are. There's legends about them, though you've never seen one yourself. You do know for a fact that they exist. They are demons, and demons come from various places, maybe within or throughout Arum. But they are succubi and incubi, or succubus and an incubus. And you have an idea, especially you, Rel, who you rolled over a 20. You have a pretty good idea of how they function and stuff. So here's some info on both of them. Anything that references the 9 hells, ignore it.
Okay.
I've tried to eliminate anything that does, but that's hard to do. So.
Huh?
And given that you rolled a not encounter on your second die, you guys would finish clearing the roll as well. Let me know when you're ready.
I also closed this door. I'm here.
Good to know.
The portal, I guess.
Yep. You guys just let me know when you're ready.
I'm ready.
I don't want to wait my life to get over. I want
I'm ready.
You?
1 second. I'm a very slow reader.
That's fine. I am too. Found a t-shirt that says Moonchild and it's got all the phases of the moon around the words, and I'm like, man, I fucking want this t-shirt right now. Thank you.
Okay, I'm ready.
Okay, good. Because your DM just accidentally lost their generated loot.
Yeah, we were gonna check for loot.
I'm not salty. You're salty.
You're salty.
I am salt.
I have become salt, destroyer of worlds. Alright, give me a second. I gotta get back to the bullshit that I was generating.
So, what exactly What's those things?
She realized all the information.
Okay, perfect.
Well, they have an interesting form.
Sure.
I wonder how long they've lived. I don't think they die, do they? Unless they're, killed.
See, all you're doing is giving me hope that we'll get to face them again.
It's quite possible. You never know.
Okay.
It is Aram.
So, you clear the loot, and underneath all of the loot, you actually find a small chest. It's about 1 foot by 1 foot, not terribly large.
Do you mean we clear all the rubble, not the loot?
I'm sorry. Yeah, clear all the rubble. I'm looking at loot tables, so I was like, wait. Yes, I meant that exactly.
I guess that means
you find a small chest.
Check it for traps.
Roll me an investigation check.
We'll do. 18.
It does not appear to be trapped.
Is it locked?
It is locked.
Rel, I think I need your key.
Oh, okay. I'll try that mythical key that I got then.
Okay.
The key in the mythical sack, I guess.
Yeah, I know what you.
The other
I know
key.
what you mean. You take out the key, and you immediately know this is not going to fit. The keyhole on the chest and the key are two very different sizes.
Okay, I was just making sure. I'm gonna pick it, I guess. Yeah.
I'm gonna back up.
I already checked it for traps. It's not trapped.
Being safe.
Okay. 11?
Okay. You start to fiddle with the lock a little bit, and one of your lockpicks breaks. I think you have 4 left now.
Yep.
And you... Oh, shit. There's a lockpick. There's half a lockpick inside the lock now.
Can I use your mage hand? Oh, I got tweezers. I can do that. I get to get it out. Don't I?
Yeah. Also, Mage Hand wouldn't be able to get it out. Mage Hand's not that precise.
Okay. Well, okay. I can use the tweezers to get it out.
Okay. Roll me another Thieves' Tools check.
15.
It's not rolling for me. Okay, there you go. 15. You managed to pluck the remaining lockpick out. It's still locked, however.
Okay. I guess. Can I try again?
Sure. Go for it.
Nope.
Wow.
Break another lockpick. You only have 3 left now.
I take my dagger and I just shove it into it.
Okay.
Break the lock.
Okay. Go ahead and roll me a Constitution saving throw.
Awesome. I'm pissed at it. 17.
A seemingly poisonous gas begins to filter out of the bottom and the lock of the chest. 17, you do succeed. You are still going to take 13 points of poison damage. As the poison enters your lungs, you and you are poisoned for the next hour, which is disadvantage on ability checks.
That's nice.
Oh, I'm sorry. You succeeded on the save. You're not poisoned for the next hour.
Yeah.
You just take the damage.
Yep.
You just take the damage. So.
I thought you said it wasn't trapped.
It wasn't, but that doesn't say that there isn't a trap mechanism inside the locking or inside the box.
That's true.
That is why you never shove a dagger into a lock and break it.
Said the person that just did that.
Yeah, I just did that because it broke 2 of my lockpicks. I'm kind of pissed at it.
You just talking to the sky right now.
Was that the only key that we had?
Yes.
That we hadn't used yet?
Yeah.
I have an iron key too.
I think that point is mute.
Is the lock broken?
The lock is not broken.
Damn it.
It's a pretty complex lock, and you as you try to break it, you notice that your dagger is not really doing a whole lot to it.
Give me your antimantine weapon, please.
Oh yeah, I have one of those. I formed the long
Or-
sword in my hand.
Or I could try to lockpick it again so we're not getting bursted. I think it's only a one-time thing with poison traps, but blown
We
up
could
and...
try this iron key I have.
Okay, I'll try the iron key, fine.
The iron key is much larger than the lock on this chest.
Okay.
Yep.
All right.
I will try once more.
Okay.
You can ask for guidance.
The lock that defeated what lies below. This is the lock that kills all of you.
Give me that goddamn
You break-
sword.
You break your third lockpick. You were down to 2 total.
Oh my
I'm gonna
god.
form the sword in my hand and hand it over.
Okay.
Jab it in there. Break
You just start stabbing it. Go ahead and roll me a strength check because this is a longsword.
Strength check. Yeah, got it.
Yep.
12.
Okay, 12. You managed to cut through parts of the chest. Go ahead and roll me 1d8.
1d8.
Okay, and what's your strength modifier?
My
0.
0.
2. So you deal 4 damage. You start to hack up the chest a little bit, but it's still standing strong. This chest is kicking your ass.
Maybe I should just give it to you. Just don't full-blown smash the chest.
I make no promises.
Just be careful. Don't smash it. Just in case if there's like an exploding trap in there.
We'll be fine. I guess I take the sword back.
Yep.
I don't want to die.
Okay, 18. Roll damage.
By the way, it would be double damage since technically it's a structure.
Yeah, it said you did 4 damage to it.
Damn.
This is another 18 points of damage. You actually managed to hack the top straight off the chest, just right at the hinges. Inside, you find some interesting stuff. Hold on.
Oh, thank God.
Who the hell needs locks?
I'm gonna have to get more picks when we get back to camp. I only got 2 left.
We have an adamantine weapon.
Yes, but if I don't have lockpicks and locks, and if I don't have them, I can't disarm traps.
You know what spell would be really good?
What?
Knock.
Don't forget, knock, whenever you use it, they can hear you from up to 300 feet away.
Yeah,
It is the opposite of stealth.
it absolutely is.
Yeah.
I mean, but I think
Hey.
so is trying to chop through a chest.
Yep, that's true. So you find these things.
Awesome. Oh dear. I will definitely put this. I gotta document it.
You open up the chest, and there is a ton of gold inside. There's also several gemstones, and you see a few interesting things that pretty unique.
Pretty unique.
You
Where's that?
find
There it is. Gemstones.
what the fuck is this thing called? Because that's not actually what it's called.
More gemstones.
Hey Heather, what's the ointment called?
Restorative ointment.
Restorative. That's the actual base name for it. Damn you
That
named
is
items.
that is exactly 500 total, right? Gold
Well,
for
Here,
the
just got it for you.
gemstones.
yes, total.
Okay, just making sure.
Yeah, I just split up the actual gold.
What's the 10th
oh,
gem?
Don't.
Hold on
no,
just a second.
not yet.
There's 2 moonstones.
I think I can carry
Oh,
it all,
okay.
so I'm good. I'm not gonna split it up until we hit camp. Again.
And then you also find one
Ooh.
Neat. Can I have the haste?
Deal.
You can have the haste if you want to. I'll keep the restorative ointment. Who wants the greater and fire resistant potion?
Well, I think Xiao is already resistant to fire.
Mm-hmm.
So give him the potion of healing and me the fire resistance?
Sure.
Sure.
In the middle of doing all this. Yay, I love it. I actually do like doing this.
This is where we find out that drinking that as a red dragonborn just makes you immune to fire.
You just become fucking god. You just walk through lava.
That'd be pretty cool.
There is also...
If you're immune to fire, can you walk through lava?
Yep, I imagine so.
Yeah, technically.
Well,
You'd probably take some like piercing damage because there is stuff. Well, maybe not. I don't know. Probably be fine.
Sounds dumb.
Yeah. Immune to fire sounds dumb. So there's a reason that there's no PC immunities.
I thought there was for someone at level 20.
There might be at level 20. There might be like a temporary immunity to something at level 20. There's probably a few, but in terms of like permanent immunities, there are none.
Amalia, do you want to take the time to identify what this candle is?
I mean, I think I just want to hold on to the candle, but yeah.
I'm kind of curious to what it is. Strange.
I attempt to. It's strange.
Strange.
Yeah, that's all you find. Okay.
Let's see if I can carry all this gold. 1 second. I think I can. Yeah, I think I can.
I mean, already.
No,
Are you going to
I'm gonna...
identify the candle, or are you going to...
Yeah, I'm
wait?
going to identify the candle, and I already split it.
Don't split it. There's a reason why I don't split, like, in the middle of a dungeon crawling thing or any particular things, because I write it down and then I pay out everybody whenever we're safe.
Mm-hmm.
And not getting any more money after buying and selling things.
Okay.
Okay, anyways.
Storm sorcerers are actually immune to lightning and thunder damage at 18th level.
Lightning and thunder damage are some of the least common damage types is the thing, though. So that's the reason you get 2 of them.
Yeah, I'm saying.
Yeah. Okay, you take 10 minutes and identify the item. It is a minor enchantment on the candle. It's actually a magical candle. Interestingly enough, it's not like overly magical or anything, but it is an interesting enchantment. You don't see stuff like this very often. It is a candle of the deep, and essentially, you can take this candle and you can submerge it 1,000 feet underwater, and it wouldn't go out.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, I remember those. Those are pretty neat.
Yeah, they're essentially a candle that's been charged with a permanent continuous flame spell.
That's how SpongeBob does it.
Essentially, yeah. SpongeBob is actually a cleric.
So does the candle still burn?
Yes.
Yep.
It gives off light and heat like a normal candle.
Okay. So then it has
of course, anything that you burn with the candle afterwards might go out, but the candle itself will always stay lit underwater.
Well, what I'm asking is, like, does it have a duration? Like, does it burn down the wax?
Yep, it does.
No, it doesn't burn down the wax. It
Oh.
It is permanent. It is an eternal flame.
Oh, okay.
I'm pretty sure that it has a 4-hour thingy. Once the candle is completely gone, it dies.
No, you have the entire item card in front of you right now.
I'm not looking at the item card. I am currently...
The flame of this candle is not extinguished when immersed in water. It gives off light and heat like a normal candle. It is an eternal candle. Of course, it is just candlelight, which is not particularly bright.
Is it okay if I hold on to this for now?
Yeah, go ahead.
You can do it.
I can carry everything. I'm good.
I'm not sure yet, but it looks really pretty.
Huh? Sure, as long as you let me use it to read by candlelight, that way we don't waste our own.
What?
You say it was a candle of the deep.
So,
Yes.
let me use it to read.
Oh, yeah, that's fine. I like the color scheme on it.
Something like cantrips are more effective. Something.
Not if you want to be stealthy.
Fair.
Very fair.
Your face is, well, I was about to say your face is fair, but then that would be a compliment. God damn it. Fuck you, English. Alright. What are you guys doing?
So there's nothing else in the room, right?
No, there's a small amount of space kind of below the rubble that you've cleared out, but that it was just this chest seemed to be buried beyond.
What is
okay.
the
Lots of
point?
gold. Whole lot of gold.
Oh yeah, that filled me up pretty damn fast.
Yep.
So good.
There's not a whole lot else other than just a bunch of gold and then some of those potions and then their candles.
That'll be good, considering I just lost, 60
30 gold.
of my gold.
Good for later.
That is more gold than I think any of you individually have had throughout the entire campaign.
It is.
Yep.
Yeah. Pretty high DC to hit, but fortunately some of you have absurd passive perception. So fuck it.
I do.
Yeah, I think she has like 21.
I have 21.
Yep. 21 is just barely enough to actually discover that the rocks might mean a little bit more.
It was
Just
an
barely.
oddly placed anyway. So,
I like how everyone has their own niche. Xiao is like the comedic relief. Amalia is like, I murder things. Rel is like, I'm very intelligent and also sometimes murder things, but if I get hit, I'll die in one hit.
Pretty much.
And then you is like, I notice everything.
I see everything, and
I
nothing
see
ever
it.
sees me.
Exactly.
I thought
The
you were gonna say-
perceptive rogue.
I thought you were going to say Rel is highly intelligent and suicidal.
That's
I don't think she's suicidal. I think she is overconfident. There's a big difference.
There is.
Yeah.
She absolutely is overconfident.
She doesn't want to die, but she's pretty sure she's not going to.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep, that's it exactly.
I'm waiting for the day when your character just dies, and I'm just like, all right, well, Rel, roll me a con save, and you're like, all right, well, that's a 2, and I'm like, all right, you take 5,487 damage from the Tarask underneath you. That's the day I'm waiting for.
That's going to happen.
You've survived most of the really dumb shit so far, so Rel's got that overconfidence luck.
I think you mean all of the dumb shit, because she's usually the only one doing the dumb shit.
That's fair.
There's
fair.
one
Not fair.
event. There is one event that you didn't cause, and that was you.
No, you've done things too.
What did I do that almost got us killed?
Fucking opened a door.
Which door?
What door?
There was a
I've
door.
opened a lot of doors.
I don't know. There was a door that was like trapped and it like.
Yeah, I opened it with mage hand so that we
No, you
wouldn't
don't.
die.
It was before.
Oh, the door that exploded, right?
Yeah.
The door that exploded. That sounds like a bedtime story. Now I will read the door that exploded.
Where was that at?
That was
honestly
when
don't
we
remember.
got into the room, and there was like a couple spell scrolls and I think a couple potions or something.
Oh,
And it was like,
is it that where we found that book?
yeah, it was near where we found the necromancer's book. Yeah, because I remember, Rel went to open a door, and I believe I used prestidigitation to make a loud noise.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that. That was more mischievous though. You didn't actually make it explode.
No, she
No,
opened one that
the
exploded.
first door exploded on me.
Oh
Mhm.
yeah.
And then I decided to scare her at the second door, which I think still ended up exploding, if I remember correctly.
At least
It all explodes.
at least the chest didn't explode.
Nah, I just, breathed stuff all over you.
which could be just as...
I also, every time I do something stupid, I have backup plans.
Yeah.
Backup plans don't do shit when you're dead. Just throwing that out there.
They don't do shit when something unexpected happens, is the correct answer to that.
So I have to note how many lockpicks I have now. Lock
Yep, you have 2.
picks.
I've been tracking.
5, and I have 2 left.
Oh yeah, meds are a thing. Hold on.
Yep.
You are correct, sir. Wait, ma'am.
Sir, ma'am.
It's ma'am. Mer. You are correct, Mer.
Mer. Mer.
Amanda, please.
Yep. Mer.
Right. I got citrazine. We got meloxicam. Feel like a fucking old person. I'm taking like 25 different medications.
Me too.
I only have to take 1 technically, so I'm good.
See, it's 10:02. Do I take a sleeping pill tonight? I probably should, honestly.
You probably should, because I'm
I
not there to help you sleep.
Oh, sorry. All right, what are you guys doing from here?
Through the goop? I'm guessing. Do we have a way back to get through there?
You can walk in water.
Yeah, I can. Rail, how much do you weigh?
I don't know.
How rude.
If I had to guess, including everything I'm carrying, 200 pounds?
Oh, I was gonna suggest maybe I could give you a piggyback ride, but I don't think I can handle that.
You are correct.
Well, if we do the same thing that we did to get over here with Amalia using fly, Xiao could drop Amalia off and then come get me.
I could. Lie, that's a little while from what I understand about.
Alright. I'm fine with that if Amalia's okay with that.
Sorry, fine with what I was talking to my dad.
Ooh, that stinks.
To
Using
cast
fly
fly
on
on
Xiao.
Xiao, and him carrying you
yeah.
over, and then going back to get Rail.
Yeah, I could do that. I believe it lasts for 10 or so minutes.
Alright. I mean, that works for me. Why not? Go.
I think we're done here. Let us go close the last portal. We can do that
There
with
you
the
go.
dead body.
Well, there's still another gateway we have to go through.
Oh yeah, there's that one. But let's go do the madness one first, and then figure out how to work the other one.
I cast fly on Xiao.
Yep. Easy enough.
Cool.
Oh.
You guys...
I was not expecting.
That was disorienting. Or we can
Yeah,
figure
well,
out
so is
how.
my face, so...
No, it's not.
Easy enough.
Stop.
Easy enough. You guys get to the other side and manage to actually avoid the sludge, because fly lasts for fucking ever, so...
Yep, sure does.
I like fly.
It's a really good spell.
Fly. Oh, let's fly.
Necrotic Shroud is kind of a cock tease.
It really is.
Here,
It's
have the
kinda
wings. You're the only Azamar that can't fly with them.
Don't worry.
Yeah.
It's having a cocktail is having a succubus form, but can't fly.
I think at some point Matthew Mercer got fed up with the wings on Necrotic Shroud, because Yasha, the character that Ashley Johnson is playing in campaign 2 of Critical Role, she's a fallen Aasimar and she can fly. And I was like,
Oh.
Matthew Mercer, what are you doing? They have the strongest necrotic. They have the strongest shroud by a long shot. What are you doing, Matthew Mercer?
Okay, so we doing the door or that portal first?
Let's go do the portal first, because if Xiao fails, then we can go back to the door.
What? He shouldn't fail because it's a
Oh, right.
son of
right.
truth. Remember, we're
Yeah.
not dispelling it.
Yep. Right.
Okay.
All right, little guy. You gotta. There we go.
You gotta zoop out of here.
Zippity zip zip.
You
zip.
just snap your fingers, and your Phoenix Familiar disappears from this realm.
I was just gonna have him on my shoulder. I just
Oh, okay,
don't
that
like
works too.
Just the
being, like,
token, yeah.
yeah, because you can't see where it's gonna land, and you're like, I don't want to stand there because something might happen.
Fair enough. Well, I don't do stuff based on where you guys stand. Yeah. If there's traps, I generally have you roll a d6 to see if you walk over it or not.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
All right.
remember that one time that Lily landed on the only trap in the hallway?
Oh my break.
Yeah. We knew exactly where it was, and she kind of just stepped right on it. Luckily, she was immune to necrotic, or resistant at least.
Mm-hmm.
Fucking. This is great.
You remember that one time you guys killed Ethelos?
Yeah.
That was fucking awesome. Why didn't you guys just do that the first time?
We would have died.
Because they
How?
wanted us to run.
That was a different Ethelos.
Well,
What do
even-
you mean it was a different? I feel it. What?
Even this Ethelos would have killed you back then. You guys got really lucky on your saves.
Saves and explosives. Lots of explosives.
He reduces 3 of you to 0 HP, he wins the fight. Period. If he reduces 3 creatures to 0 HP within the span of a minute, he doubles his hit points.
Huh.
Mm-hmm. He was almost there in that fight, alone. Ethelos is a really swingy monster. If he fucks you up, he fucks you up. If he doesn't, you guys fuck him over.
So then, was that a disease?
Yeah,
It was treated as a disease, yeah.
Oh,
I
so
didn't really
could've-
plan... Well, you did cleanse it. You did cleanse it as a disease.
Yeah, so I could have just cast Lesser Restoration.
True. I didn't really think to treat it as a disease until that fight, and then I was like, this is technically a disease, and the what convinced me of that is the fact that Slod exists. Slod implant people with a tadpole of their own, and I'm like, if that can be considered a disease, I feel like this would also be considered as a disease.
Are you
So-
talking about that monster that infected Oz?
Oz? Yep. Oh, string cheese is good. All right, so are you guys speaking with this giant skeleton?
Zone of Truth, and then Speak with Dead with the spell scroll.
Okay.
Yeah. So Xiao's gonna cast that stuff.
Zhao takes out the spell scroll and he reads from it. And the giant turns its head towards all of you. You have awoken me. And I'm assuming Xiao is casting Zone of Truth.
Yeah.
Zhao's like, yeah, hold on. Zone of Truth appears. The giant. Hold on, let me go look at it. Is it a Wisdom or a Charisma save?
I think it's Charisma.
Charisma, yeah.
Not particularly good at Charisma saves. Roll it public. Why not? Fails, I believe.
That matches his DC.
Oh, that actually succeeds then. The creature. Ask your questions.
So Xiao would know. Could he
Yep.
cast it again?
He could. He just shakes his head for a second. Yeah, no, that's not quite right.
Then I guess I'll do it again.
Okay. This guy has a -2 to charisma. Come on. What the fuck? Zhao just turns to the groupie. This guy's pretty good at, it's not, you see, I'm not, oh, damn it. God damn it.
Just try it once more.
Yeah, are you sure? That's a lot of spell power used in one day. All right, let's go.
Oh, well, we need a truthful answer.
That's fine. If we want to do that, let's go. Although I don't feel like I should dispel magic if I'm going to do this.
You're
Well,
not
you're not.
dispelling it. You're trying to get him to answer
All
the
right,
question
fine.
about
Fuck it. He turns around and casts Zone of Truth again.
At this point,
There you
I think,
go.
I think
Alright.
you're
Yeah,
fucking
all right.
with me.
It looks
'cause
like it took that time.
it looks like it
Good.
took that time. Are you
Have
sure?
you, damn it.
Okay.
What?
Basically, goddamn for a lot of people, since a lot of people worship Avir.
Oh, okay.
The runes can be
Anyways.
seen here, yeah? Checking
What
the
runes?
amulet.
Oh yeah. They can be seen. You were within 120 feet of the portal. Anytime you're within 120 feet of a portal, the runes appear.
Okay.
And there is no point on the map in which you're within 120 feet of two portals at the same time. I checked.
Okay. Just making sure. Alright. I hold out the saucer plate thingy. Ask your questions when you guys are ready.
I think we should just ask him what it says on that amulet right there.
What does it say on this amulet? Right there. And he points to it. The command word to close the portal or summon more undead.
What are the command word to close the portal?
He just like smacks. Xiao smacks his non-existent lips. He's just like, all right. So should we ask him what the word is?
What the
What
word
the-
is to close it.
Yes.
Be
The command word to
specific.
close the portal.
He takes the
That
amulet.
is
And
written on this necklace.
he pushes it into the giant's face. He goes, what is the word to close the portal that is written on this necklace? And you will let the DM think for a moment to see if the giant
Can
is
think of a way to
intelligent enough.
stop.
Charisma for deception.
Hey,
Nope.
he can't lie.
He can't lie, but he can confuse. That is totally within the bounds of the spell.
It is.
And the giant. The word on the necklace to close the portal is Goldborough. You technically still have another question left, I'm pretty sure.
We have 3.
3.
3, right? It's 5.
Yep.
5 questions.
You have a couple of questions left if
Okay.
you want.
Try
I
it.
have 1. Oh,
No,
yes.
no.
Yeah,
You
I know.
try.
I'm
You
waiting.
close the portal first.
I know. Am I trying it?
Go ahead.
Alright. Goldborough.
Are you outside of the room currently?
Yeah.
Then it doesn't work.
Is one of us gonna have to go in there and actually speak it?
I'll go in the room.
Fly is still up,
Shoot.
so you would make it 60 feet.
I'm tying a. I'm
Flies
tying a
on
rope to him.
Xiao.
Oh, Fly is on Xiao?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna-
Just try. Well,
Tie
hold,
something to her.
hold on. So, how about you just take a step in, since that's where the magical effects start to happen. Maybe we can surmise that it needs to be said while within its area of influence.
Possibly, but
Yeah,
tie something
that's-
to her.
What I was gonna do. Hand me the amulet.
Oh, well, don't run like don't run like full blown in there. Just step
I
inside.
wasn't... Amulet?
Okay. And she also grabs your hand.
Tie a rope to her.
She's
Alright.
holding onto my hand.
Oh my god.
It's romantic and adorable. Come on.
Bro, let's go of your hand.
Wow.
She's gonna tie a rope to you.
Wow.
Just in case if she has to go closer.
Yeah, it might influence my hand, and I don't.
Alright. As do you enter the room?
Yeah, I enter the room.
As you enter the room, you take one step inside the room and you speak the command word Goldborough. Nothing happens. You're looking straight at the portal.
All right.
Motherfucker. I knew. Oh.
I'll be back.
No.
What?
Out of character. I think it's because there are multiple command words written on the amulet. We never specified which room.
Did we have a word for Goldborough on any of the amulets? That we
No.
have?
So I think you just.
Each rune has a different, like, word that appears on the amulet. So
I think he just gave us the keyword to another portal.
Did
Think
you
about
want a wisdom save?
Not yet.
But I was in the room.
You were in the room.
with the amulet.
You don't
Oh.
wisdom save?
No, I didn't ask for a wisdom save.
Okay, I wanted to make sure.
There was no wisdom save called for here in this instance.
I guess if she didn't feel a fuzzy mind, she would have just stayed there. And, hey guys,
Son of a bitch.
I don't feel funny. Like, not even a little bit.
I'm sorry, but I'm not stepping in that room to find out if it's true or not.
No, I'm just saying that I don't feel funny.
That's good.
It's the amulet. Alright, try getting closer and saying the word.
I'm scared.
We
Is
got a
the
rope
room
on you.
Still, is the room still dark and shadowy?
Yes, there are
Okay.
wisps of shadow springing from the ground and whispers shatter the world around you. None of it's all that scary to you right now. As you approach the portal and get within 10 feet of it, however, do make me a wisdom save. However, you make it with advantage.
I knew I shouldn't have got so close.
Oh,
17, good enough.
nice.
You shake off whatever effect. You start to feel a little fuzzy for a second. You're like, no, not today, motherfucker.
I didn't come this far just to feel fuzzy now.
The
So
word!
I'm gonna
Use it!
hold up the amulet and say, Goldborough?
All the shadow reverts into the ground and the portal itself slams shut with a loud thump.
Hey guys, we might be stupid.
Okay, let's go.
You guys had that amulet the whole time.
Okay.
Yeah, we did.
Actually,
No one actually took it into the room.
Actually, you had it the entire time.
But she wasn't holding it in her hands.
You had it on her body.
That doesn't mean it's in your hands.
No, Amalia was the one that had it.
Amalia
When we
also
were
was
going-
the one that had it.
Yeah.
You want me to hold on to it again?
No, I kind of like it now.
Any more
Hands the
questions
amulet
for
to
the
you.
big guy? Okay.
Alright, I have one.
Ask your questions. He says, ask your questions.
Yeah, hold on. Let me read through my journal quick. There it is.
Let me know when you guys are done. I kind of want to ask a question.
Well, we got 3 questions. How many do you need, Ro?
If I can word it properly, hopefully only one.
Okay. So Amalia, for now, just one. Save the third
All
one
I
as the
need is
reserve.
Alright, what's your question?
Balakadsu. is a servant of something that he called the Shadow. What is this shadow that he served? And he being Balakatsul.
Roll a d20 and subtract 3 from it.
Okay.
Oof.
I do not know. I was called by Balak to serve, and I served.
Oh, shit.
Okay. Amalia, do you have a question?
I did, but after hearing that, it would kind of be gone. Oh!
Okay.
Oh no!
Whoa!
We're not gonna talk about that.
Okay. All
Well,
right then.
That room doesn't have the effects anymore, so you're fine.
Oh, yeah. I wasn't thinking about that. It was just my head was like, I am in the room. I don't have the amulet.
Should we go check the room for loot?
Probably.
I will go do that.
Actually, if we don't have any ideas for the other questions, I might as well.
Well, yeah, do we? I don't really know what to ask him, so I'm good.
Alright, I have one more then. If we
Yeah.
have a spare.
You have 3. Well, 2 more. I mean.
Two more.
We have 2 more, yeah.
So you can ask yours.
You don't happen to know if they're keeping anything or anyone down here at all, do you?
You don't happen to know if they're keeping anyone down here at all, do you?
That was so vague.
That's vague, and he could be cryptic as all
She
shit.
is highly unintelligent. Sorry, she's average. She yeah.
He twists his head. Xiao like relays your question, and he twists his head toward Xiao.
We keep many.
Xiao relays that.
Hair.
You guys have one more question.
Okay. So, other than... Hold on, let me find... Other than your master and a servant of the shadow, what... how do I want to word this? What do you know about Balak Gadsul?
Okay, reword that for me. Say that again.
Other than... how do I word this? How did I word it? Other than you serving him, and thus him being your master, and
Balak
other than you serving Balak Gadsul, and Balak Gadsul being your master, and other than Balak Gadsul serving the shadow, what do you know about Balak Gadsul?
That's not bad. Oh, he has a -3. Okay, actually, it's not great. He answers. You get the answer. I know he is devoted to the cause in a way which few are.
Fuck.
And his head snaps back into place. And that is the end of your 5 questions.
Damn it.
Dispel the portal of whispers and darkness and death. Mwahaha.
Now I'm really sad we used the question on that vague. Oh, damn it.
I'm really sad that you used any questions at all. I was really having a lot of fun with this room.
No way in hell we were keeping it up.
The fuck is the cause?
Come back in 7 days. I think it's 7 days, right?
Potentially.
Or it's 10.
I think it's
Maybe
7.
it's 100,000.
How big is his skull?
Pretty big.
Oh no.
The skeleton skull stands about 3/4 as tall
it's
as
10
you.
days. Never mind.
Like, think Attack on Titan style giants. He's about that big.
Too big to take with us.
Easily 3, almost 4 times your height.
We could shave some of it off.
You have to have a visible mouth.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's all we need. Some mouth.
It's still huge, and 100 pounds at least.
I'm just thinking we'd take the top part of his skull off, you know? Cut it in half. Just leave the mouth. Lower jaw. Lower part of the face. Bam.
No, you want to talk about evil.
I mean, to be fair, it's already dead, so how evil is it, really?
Technically, it was already undead.
I mean, Rel's evil, yes.
Apparently, so is you. Just, I want to say more morally ambiguous, and doesn't realize sometimes her evil tendencies come out.
Hey, Ral,
What?
has it said in any of those journals that you've been reading about what kind of magic he dabbled in?
I don't know, did it?
Fusing Aether. Remember?
They talked about the altar and the Aether, yeah, but outside of that.
It talked about enchanting things, flesh, and stuff like that with it.
With Aether, yes, but outside of Aether, or not Aether, altar. DM?
Yeah?
You're quiet.
I'm waiting on y'all. You're fucking talking. What do you want?
I asked a question.
What did you ask?
I asked if she... Amalia, what did you ask?
I asked if it like had any information on the kind of magic that Balak
Dabbled in.
dabbled
What do you
in,
mean
yeah.
by kind of magic?
Like,
Illusionary
was it
stuff like
just the
Okay, let people talk.
infusions? What was it? Just the infusions, or
Pretty much, more or less. There was mentions of necromancy, transmutation magic, and illusion magic. A little bit of evocation in there, but for the most part, it was primarily transmutation magic using infusions.
okay?
I relay that.
Okay.
Also, you never answered Ara about the skull being cut in half.
I mean, I kind of hinted at it. No.
Okay.
This thing is half as
Huge.
large as you are. A little bit bigger. It's pretty much 3/4 as large as you are. Like, you can't carry this. What are you guys doing?
I'm looking for loot in this room.
There's not really.
Okay. Not really?
No.
Yeah, then.
You guys looted the giant, and he was pretty much the only one with any worthwhile loot on him.
So which door have we not gone through? This one?
That one, and I believe the one down here. No,
One
wait.
down-
We've been through this one. That's the one we just came out of. It's the one down here that we haven't been
right.
through.
Down. Wasn't there one to the left here too?
No.
Oh, maybe not. I am the genius. All
It's
right.
right here. And I'm inside the map. Whoops.
My face is inside the map. Okay. So as you guys approach this area down here down south, where's Rel's token?
Rel
down
was
here.
inside Amalia.
Yeah, we kept
Oh,
following each other by
Okay,
accident.
I see. All right, I was like, what the fuck? Rel just vanished off the fucking face of the map.
Poof.
So I'm gonna move you guys because you'd get about right here. Before you realize something is horribly wrong. I feel like it's probably closer to the actual order. As you approach the door that you left somewhere far to the southeast, you find yourselves face to face with something a little indie.
What?
Excuse me.
You broke out.
Something a little fiendy. A series of creatures, all burning with billowing red ash and smoke, stand at the entrance to this gate. I'm trying to figure this out. Fuck all of you, says a small red demon, sitting at the very front, right next to the gate itself. One beside him says, "Yeah, it's not that hard. Come on, you just gotta fucking figure out what the password is. That's all there is to it, you know?" Two dog-like creatures with ash and flame billowing from their hides stand not far from... Oops, that's not what I meant to do. Hold on. Stand not far from their masters. Move all the way back. There we go.
Not sure.
Oh god.
What did you do?
Don't ask. Map layer.
Did you transfer things to the wrong layer?
Yeah, there we go. Two dog-like creatures with ash and fire billowing out of their hides stand not far behind their imp masters. And as you approach, they turn and snarl. The two imps turn. Ah, these idiots. Let's go. I need a rolls for initiative.
I was really sad. I was gonna ask if I could like run up and try to push them into the gate.
Not yet. That's what initiative's for.
Oh no.
Oh no.
They coming back to haunt us, yo. Definitely coming back to haunt us. Shit, what the fuck, dude? My rolls are back to being shit. Everybody run.
That's okay. My face is back thing. Okay, anyway. Alright, first up, this imp right here shouts out, we gotta get these two, the four, this five, this like 6 or 7. We gotta kill these people, alright? And it is going to slam its hand on its chest, and you all watch it just disappear.
Neat.
You know what else is neat?
What? Okay.
Alright, Rel, it's your turn.
Neat. I'm gonna bonus action, fly 10 feet, because I'm gonna cast a spell.
Okay.
And right here,
Okay.
centered right there, I'm gonna cast Call Lightning.
Gotcha. Alright, go ahead and roll me that damage, and these two hellhounds gonna roll me some dexterity saving throw. Both fail. They both take the full brunt of the 18 damage. A lightning bolt strikes directly behind them, dealing lightning damage to both of them. They both seem phased by it, luckily for you. And both of them growl in your direction.
I do ignore lightning resistances too.
Yep.
Okay. And with that, I'm gonna move. Oops. 10, 15, 25. Back here.
Gotcha. Amalia, it's now your turn.
I'll be right back real quick. I really speak.
I'm gonna just pull up my great sword and start swinging.
Okay. Go ahead and roll me some dex.
Oh.
The 10 misses, however, the 22 does hit. Woo, fuck. Alright. 12 points of slashing damage to the creature, and this is magical. You manage to cleave through a large portion of the Hellhound's hide, no issues whatsoever. However, as you do so, the Hellhound lashes out, and its buddy does as well. Is that the end of your turn?
Yeah.
Cool. It's going to lower its jaw to the ground, and it is going to get right here and just this cloud, this almost like pyroclastic cloud of fire and ash, just explodes outwards from it. I need everybody to make me a dexterity saving throw.
Goody.
Except for what? Rel. Rel's the only one that doesn't have to.
Oh, right.
Dexterity.
He went to the washroom.
Oh, somebody make me one for Xiao.
I'm working on it. Here it is.
All right, that is a success from everyone. So you are all going to take 10 points of fire damage as this hail of ash and smoke just rushes into you. Fortunately, not
Wait,
really
half
having
for
it.
Joe.
Right, half for Xiao. So Xiao will
Oh,
take 5.
okay, so give him 5 health. Alright.
Yep. And then this Hellhound is going to do the same thing. Hold on, I have a big ass moth on my computer screen.
Welcome back.
All right, I think I got it. This Hellhound is going to go ahead and do a fire breath. Everyone roll me the same dex save, please.
Goody. 18.
Okay.
Oh no.
Oh no. All right. Xiao
Oh, no.
fails, but he'll take half damage anyways. So 10 to everyone again. Xiao actually takes the
Goody.
full 10 this time.
I have 5 HP.
2 Hellhounds dash out in front of you, and both of them just lower their jaw to the ground and just breathe out this huge hail of ash and smoke. Xiao takes the brunt of it. You looking pretty rough out there, and Xiao, it's your turn.
All right. Well, it's gonna cure wounds on you.
Okay.
So that's plus 3, 11.
11 health to you.
There you go.
And then he's gonna, I guess, move up 5 feet. Yeah, he's gonna move up 5 feet.
Okay, that'll end his turn. It's now Yin's turn.
Yen is gonna stay on me.
Okay. It is now this imp's turn. It is going to slam its hand into its chest, and it is going to disappear. Zoop, poof. Okay, that'll end its turn. You.
You is going to back out.
Okay.
Get far away. Take out our crossbow and pray that it hits, because I have
Which one are you
disadvantage. I have disadvantage on any attack rolls right now.
Yes, you do, which means you do not get sneak attack no matter what.
Nope. I'm just gonna fire at one. I'll roll it.
Okay.
This one being 1 and this one being 2. So. I'll roll 1d2. There you go. It'll be at this one.
Go ahead and roll.
20.
That hits. Roll damage. Nice, 9 points of damage. This one's actually starting to look a little roughed up, I
And
believe.
then she's gonna go over
Yep.
here and just cry a little.
No.
Kind of like I don't like fire. Fucking shit. I'm not afraid of it, but god damn, that hurts.
Both of them are looking pretty roughed up. Both of them are bloody. You is at the end of your turn.
I think I would get disadvantage on my stealth track, but I'll try.
You do. You're poisoned anyway, so.
No, I'm
She's
not
not poisoned,
poisoned.
she succeeded.
Oh, right. Okay, gotcha.
20. I think I'm stealth.
Okay. And it is this guy's turn. Gonna go ahead and
Just leave a use token there.
gonna try to attack Amalia. That's gonna hit. Amalia, roll me a Constitution saving throw, please.
Oh no.
Cool. An imp materializes in front of you from out of thin air as its tail jabs into your arm, and the stinger delivers a payload of poison. However, you seem to have resisted the bulk of the effect. You're only going to take 6 points of piercing damage from the stinger itself. The imp goes, "Ah, fuck!" Rel, it's your turn.
Oh, it's so cute.
I'm going to cast Call Lightning centered on this square.
Okay.
So that's Xiao sheet, not mine.
Your face is a sheet, not mine.
15 points of lightning damage.
Okay, and that is a dex save.
So anything in the square.
The Hellhound, there's nothing in that square. The Hellhound fails and the Imp fails. They both fail, they both take 15 points of lightning damage. And as you do so, you call down lightning into this particular area, and you watch as it arcs off of the ground and into the Imp, and then into the Hellhound, and both of them just disintegrate into ash.
I done did a thing.
You done did the thing. It's your turn. Wait, Abrel, what you doing?
Bonus action, move 10 feet up here, and then that's my turn.
Okay. Amalia, it's your turn.
Move right here.
Okay.
And then do the happy fun times.
Then they're happy fun times. Alright, 17 and 26. Both of those hit. Roll damage. Ooh, fucking hell.
Ah.
Blech. That's actually enough, though. You take your blade, carve it down into the Hellhound, chop one of its legs straight off, and then run it straight through the face with your blade, and it just falls down to the ground. Roll me a d6, I'm curious.
Let's see if he runs.
No, it's it would have gotten its fire breath back next turn, too.
Aww.
Oh,
Xiao's turn.
I'm gonna be the reason we all die. I'm rolling
12s.
12s.
Xiao's intelligence, I think it's like 12, right?
It's decent.
He's gonna move right here, and he's gonna shoot a firebolt down this way.
Okay, roll me an attack disadvantage.
Yep. That's my sheet, not his. 15.
15. 15 just hits. Go ahead and roll damage.
A.
You hear a "Bah!" and then you just catch the faintest bit of ash just disappear in the wind.
Did he just
You're
die?
out of combat.
That's so terrible.
Oh, those poor little things.
And as he does so, Xiao. Oh, he's dead. Fuck. Hello? Oh no.
I think you murdered him.
Oh god, I'm so sorry. He probably had the wife and kids. Fuck him!
No, don't fuck him. That's how he got in the whole wife and kids situation.
That's true.
I kind of wish you had left one alive, because I would have eaten one, or fed off of it.
You know, if you need to feed, you have 3 people who are willing.
Yes,
be
but that could put
fed.
us in a precarious situation if I'm not careful.
We'll be fine.
Yeah, that's starting to hurt, by the way, so,
For some reason, it just doesn't like you.
I
That's out of
think
character,
you're
brother.
just- I think you're just a noodle.
yeah.
Everything
Kinda.
seems to hurt you.
You are a noodle. As a note, this is pretty much where we're going to wrap up the session. The rest of this is going to take a little while, and it's already getting close to 11 o'clock, so I'd rather wrap it up here than continue forward.
Okay.
I
So-
was gonna suggest a short rest.
Short
Yep.
rest. That's fine.
You guys can try to take a short rest here if you roll me an encounter die.
I say
I'm
we-
not doing it this time.
I'll do it. It's my turn anyway. There, 10.
Good enough. Okay.
And then we can heal
you
next
guys-
time.
Yeah, you guys can finish a short rest, and that'll be the end of the session.
Okay.
Spell slots and hex
I have to go to the bathroom
blades.
really bad again. I'll be right back.
Are you fucking?
Bleep!
It's alright. I'm not gonna be mad.
Not even worth being mad, right? Right.
I'm starting to get a little mad. What is it? No, I'm done. I don't even want that health. It's fucking tainted. I don't want it.
You need it.
I don't need it.
You need it.
I don't need it.
It's tainted.
Hang on, I have a video for this.
No, no. This is what I get for reminding you of SpongeBob.
Put this in what lies below.
Fucking.
Oh dear.
Okay. Okay.
There it is. I need it. You said perfect right as that happened too.
Oh dear. Your hit dice hate you. See if the DM will roll in your favor and say, re-roll one of those net ones.
I just want to jump off a cliff.